Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now. It's time to stretch and fetch. See what's cooking at our refreshment counter. You'll find your favorite foods and beverages, plus many new goodies to tempt your appetite and add to your evening's pleasure. Everything's the finest quality. So treat yourself now. Nine minutes to go to showtime. Popcorn, rich with hot melted butter. All kinds of candy. Sparkling soft drinks. Steaming hot coffee. Steamed or grilled hot dogs. Crispy hot fresh French fries. Eight minutes to go to showtime.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those, and 1 of those, and 5 bars of these, and a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
Seven minutes to go to showtime. Hot popcorn, just popped. Fresh roasted peanuts. How about a pizza? None better anywhere. Sizzling hamburgers grilled to your taste. We've a large assortment of freshly made sandwiches. Six minutes to go to showtime.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons of drive-in theaters.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar, like soft drinks, hot dogs, good hot coffee, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron of this drive-in.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Minutes to go.
Ach, hello there. gives the demonstration of my new invention, the Goodies Machine. Special for patrons of this drive-in, the machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you. Mmm.
4 minutes to go to showtime.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Father, I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Faith in there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here now.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream, piping hot coffee, delicious hot dogs. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar of their drive-in theater.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
The crowds are thinning out at the snack bar, folks, and there are still 3 minutes till showtime. You can easily make it for something that'll just hit the spot. How about it? Don't waste a second of refreshment time. You'll find such an appetizing assortment of refreshments at the snack bar, you won't be able to decide what to ask for first. All of your snack bar favorites are there, including fresh peanuts, hot popcorn, and candy of all kinds.
I don't know why. Yeah, I know. I don't know. This is the second time it's happened. I don't know why OBS is just like defaulting to the inbuilt mic. Never done that before until last night. Last night that happened again. Yeah, that's really, really weird. It's literally only started happening last night, and nothing's changed. I haven't unplugged anything. The only thing I could think of, actually, now that I rack my brain a little bit, is there was a forced restart last night because of an update. So it could be that. Could be that. Don't know. Don't really care too much. I was saying that I'm back. I'm live, but I am obviously quite late. I said I was going to be live around 6 hours time, and it's now closer to 7. So I'm terribly sorry, Pete. I've insulted you and your lineage. Yeah, exactly. Kez has been up waiting. Everybody's been waiting, going, where the fuck is this arsehole? I'm here. I was just checking shit in the background. How you doing, Kez? How you doing, Pete? Yeah, we got some weird shit to watch. I haven't checked any of this. There's none of this pre-watched. There's only one that was from another content creator that I've partly seen before. You know, it was a YouTube video. So I'm starting off with that. Mostly because that way I can get what I know out of the road. and then get into new, fresh stuff. But fuck this, like, I don't know. Some of the stuff may be boring as shit and may be so matter of fact it's dry. Some of it may just be weird, very 80s, very 90s. We did find a lot of gold with the educational tapes, I feel. I really, really like the bike safety cam one. That fucking tickled me pink. Why didn't it do a ping for that? Hey, Palmer, your dick is clean, and now it's because you're streaking. You're out. You're streaking. Kids has also had a 7-stream streak. It is the stream of the 7-stream streak. Try to say so that's 7 times fast. Thank you very much, YouTube. Appreciate the support. But make sure, I don't care if you bring a dirty dick into my stream. I don't care if you bring a dirty butthole or fanny or any of that. You can bring whatever dirty bits you have. You don't need to wash it to be here. Because this is my stream and I do not give a shit. Pete cares. Pete has a strict clean dick, clean bussy, clean cussy, clean ussy policy at his door. You will be sniffed as you go in. If you do not pass the sniff test, you're not getting into Pete's streams. Mine, fuck it, I'm desperate. There's no one's here. I'm welcoming anybody in. If you got a dirty, stinking butthole, you can still come in because I need those viewers. I need those numbers up. We've only got fucking 3 of you in the chat. We need numbers now. I actually don't know how many people in the chat. I just counting who's talking, so I don't know if anybody's lurking or not. Could always get some. Well, I know there's a streamer I know that has some connections in that regard. They're a close personal friend of mine. Never blocked me at all. Respect me immensely. Have raided my channel multiple times, and I've always welcomed them in wholeheartedly. And that person's name is Butt Gun Penis. The bot man. There's a lot of people that I've noticed. There's a lot of people that do the bot thing. It's kind of sad when it's people I like a lot. There's other people I know that I watch that I really, really enjoy their content, and I'm like, you've clearly got some bots in your chat, whether deliberate or unintentional. But that dickhead can fuck right off. I got no quips about it. I'm not gonna. If he raids my thing, I'm gonna just tell him to piss off. He doesn't pass. I don't give a fuck about dirty dicks, dirty buttholes, dirty whatevers. That fucking penis can piss right off. Buy some more viewers at paypal.com/KZB. That was like almost legit. I bet Pete was fucking hovering off over that ban button and go, there's a bot, gotta get it. It was way too legit. I need to do the Sammy thing, and I don't know how else does it. I know a lot of people do it, making a bot to do the shit for me rather than having fucking Nightbot. I had a really good name, and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, if I made my own bot, I'd call it this, and it'd be brilliant, it'd be hilarious, the funniest thing ever. And then I forgot what it was. You just used to use Firebot. Nightbot was like the most popular one at the time I got into it. You used Streamlabs chatbot in back in the day, and it'd do it as you. That might be alright. Nightbot really is only used for commands. That's probably its main purpose. Outside of anything else, I don't think I really use it for anything else. So it can always be transferred, but there's a shit ton of commands. Mostly thanks to that dickhead Assad, who's never here anymore. Always sleeping during streams, or just fucking hates us. One of the two. Hates white people. That's what it is. He made like 1,000 fucking commands, so I'd have to transfer all those fucking ball bags over. I probably could do with scrapping a bunch of them. I do not know like 90% of the ones that exist. But to be honest, I only know like shout out. That's about it. And then other than the things that pop up there, which I did. I saw like everybody else having that shit in the streams with like the daily reminders and affirmations. I'm like, I probably should do that. It probably does help a bit with engagement to have somebody come in, Nightbot, or whatever, and say, hey, please follow, please like, please click that bell, ring that bell, slam that like button, whatever the fucking nerds say. Have one pop up to remember to wash your ass, and you do not have to remember to wash your ass. As I'm saying, we appreciate asses of all shapes, sizes, and smells here. I'm a true gentleman, and any ass is grass. Yeah, we're gonna kick off and start watching stuff because we're all here. This is what we're gonna peek at. I don't know if I haven't actually checked today. I haven't checked if Creep is streaming. She was here last time for the stream raided into us. I haven't checked if anybody else I know is streaming that may drift in. I was very, very lazy getting up this morning. I'm fucking hooked. I said I was going to jump straight into it, but I'm not. I'm going to ramble for a bit longer. I'm embarrassingly hooked to one of those like match 4 games, match 3 games on mobile. For a long time. Nothing happened to my job. It's a joke. It's legit just a joke. It's just the fact that we're watching trading stuff. Pete's occasionally streaming. I mean, who's streaming at this moment? You're so sucked into the blueprints. Ooh la la. Yeah, I've only seen bits of blueprints. Like I said, I didn't watch your stream because I was out doing stuff. I weirdly, ironically, was there for you to start, and then once I got home from doing shit, you were like wrapping up. It was just sort of a weirdly bookended it. Deliberately, no. It was just weird timing. But yeah, I had a few chores today, and it's possibly going to be the same today. I know I want to go out for a walk. It is clear. It is sunny. So I will get in a walk, mostly because I'm sick of being a fat fuck. Yeah, really, that's probably that's the only reason why I want to go for a walk is because I'm a fat fuck. What's it about? It's a puzzle mystery game. It's, from what I can see, it's sort of closest to, I don't know what I'd compare it to, because it's very slightly similar to, I wouldn't even compare it to yeah, I don't know what I compare it to. Puzzle roguelike. I'm trying to think of like something in my brain that I could compare it to. Yeah, nothing's coming to mind. I guess like Talos Principle, it's like, no, it's not really like Talos Principle. It's not really like The Witness. I was just going through like first-person puzzle games. But it's so loosely like them. That's the thing. From what I've seen, I haven't played it. From what I've seen of it, it's so loosely like those that I wouldn't necessarily compare it. I'd almost go for like a much more. Yeah, I was about to say. I'd much more go for an older vibe. Myst is probably what I'd compare it to. Myst or Seventh Guest or 11th Hour. Those early, they are mostly FMV games. But those are sort of like much more varied puzzles. I've only played a little bit of Inscription, so I don't know if I compare it to that. Witness is very much very, very much of like one puzzle, but just expands it through and makes it more and more complicated. Like literally, there's only one puzzle in Witness, which is get a line from one spot to another. But it gets more and more complicated from going from you get 2 lines from one spot to another spot. You need to do Abduction. I can't even remember if I played that. It rings a bell, but I cannot remember. I've only got the PS4 headset, which means it's like next to useless because you can't transfer it to PC. I liked it a lot when I first got it. I got it when it was like super discounted, so it's like, oh yeah, I'll get into the VR stuff. Why not? It was really, really cheap. Came with one free game of your choice plus the PlayStation VR compilation thing. I really liked the problem. Well, to digress for 2 seconds, the problem is it didn't come with the sticks. So for a lot of games, you needed to get the sticks as well, which I wasn't about to go out and buy. But I really, really liked Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It's really fun, particularly with the VR headset. So you've actually got something you're flipping the bomb and all of that. That's really the only one I really, really enjoyed. Beat Saber's a lot of fun, but you needed the sticks to do that. I'm trying to think of what else I jammed on it. That I jammed a lot. There are just a lot of cool novelty things on the VR. But yeah, it's very, very much collecting dust. Um, it's at the bottom of my shelf there. I always sort of like can't, because I got the PS4 there as well. It's like always like, oh, maybe at some point I'll like figure out how to make VR streamable. Because I know there'll be a few more jumps and leaps to do it rather than just plug it in and you're fucking way going. Particularly because I'll need to see chat and blah blah blah. I don't know how to do that in a way that makes sense. Um, but yeah, I was like, oh, maybe at one point I'll play a VR game, maybe a horror game in VR that's on PlayStation 4. But yeah, it ain't gonna happen. I probably should find the box and sell it. And it's Southern Company managed to do it. Well, that's why it's like, he did it. Maybe I should too. But it's nothing worth playing on PS4 VR or PSVR 1 or whatever you want to call it. There's just nothing that's really, really grabbable that use LIV when you stream VR. If I ever do it, it's going to be getting the PS5 VR because I know that can be transferred. That works as a PC streaming headset. The current one doesn't. The current one does just PSVR, just only purely streams. Sorry, not streams. Plays PlayStation games. Moves on PS5 as well, but you're just limited to that. PSVR 2, you can plug into Steam and it will work. So it gives me a bit more freedom to toy with it. So maybe at some point, when the PSVR headset drops in price, gets a discount, I'll grab it. But I also have to grab some drum kits, so I can do that on stream and not steal anybody's gimmick by doing that. No, I'm joking. Fucking Southerners coming up here, taking our jobs. Piece of shit. All Southern people are just the worst. I forgot what I was going to say. Where were we going with our train of thought? We're talking about where did we get to? We're talking about fucking Blueprints. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'll play Blueprints. It is in my recommendations and in my watch list for it to be discounted. Obviously, it's got the entry discount or introduction discount that all games have on Steam. The ticket chips. Hey, Crunchy. So yeah, I maybe it doesn't entice me. I do really like mystery games. That's what I started off this channel as. I was like, oh, there's a bunch of FMV detective games that I could dive into for a while that will last for a long time. I really loved Colonel's Bequest, which we streamed. I really loved Dagger of Amon-Ra, which we streamed. There was a bunch of detective games. We played Enclosure, which was a fan-made detective game, which I really, really liked. No, I'm Not a Human. That's what I'm really, really wanting to play it once it comes out. It's still only in demo. Once it's full version, that's one game I really want to play. I'm really, really psyched to play that. That looks fucking phenomenal. I watched Manly Badass Hero play the demo. I don't see much point playing the demo, personally. Hey, Elk, how you doing? There's no bicycle tips here. We'll get into it. But no, I'm Not Human. It looks really, really fun. We're going to watch some more instructional videos. We're watching... First one we got is Customers First, because it's in the title. It has to be first. Hope you're doing well, Elk. Yeah, No, Not Human looks really, really fun. It's a monochrome-esque game, so same sort of look to Oberdin, but it sort of is about some world where aliens have landed or something. There's creatures out there that can take human shape but are not fully human, but they've got like sword and tails, so it's very like Papers, Please-esque. But it sort of gets, yeah, I guess it's sort of most comparable to Papers, Please, right? Because it's got those moral conundrums of like, how many people can you house in your little shelter? You're manifesting viewers. Ooh. Yeah, they come to your door. Exactly. They come to your door and you've got to do like tests. You like look at their teeth and then look at their eyes and stuff like that to see if they got the tells that they're not human. And then they're saying that you can put them into your house and you can wait, actually, you're not human after all. You tricked me, you bastard. Blah. Looks really, really cool. Into the Dead just came out too. Love this War of Mine. I don't know this Into the Dead. This War of Mine is phenomenal as well. I've got the board game of it. Like, it's one of those games I like so much. I fucking bought the board game of it. I don't know if I'd ever stream this War of Mine. I've toyed with the idea a few times. It's just such a dark game. It's such a slow game. It's so. I mean, you can literally just do this. But yeah, it's really, really fun. But as I say, it's really, really dark, and it's also like deliberately slow. You can't rush it. I'm sure some dickheads speedrun it, but it's not made to be speedrun. It's made to be played deliberately, very, very slowly. Have those. Hey, I wondered if that was going to happen. Finally here.
It's here. It's here. It's finally here. There's no more time for expectation. Shut up.
Hey, creep. I wondered. I was actually saying, I don't know if you were streaming today. Sorry, I didn't jump in. I didn't look. But hello, Raiders. Thanks you for joining again. That was almost silent, by the way. Silent! Whatever happened to that guy? Okay. Yeah, I see. It's a little bit low. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Obscurity. If you want to be trained, if you want to be educated, this is the right place. Oh, hello, extremely unexpected Raiders from Creep. Thank you for the raid again. I appreciate it. We are about to jump in stuff. Yes, Nerd was meant to play a sound, but obviously it was turned low down. Blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? We're literally about to jump into it. We've got our first video coming up. It is called Customers First. It's from the 1980s. It's a training video on how to best serve customers at a supermarket. So we're not going to learn how to ride a bike today. We're not going to learn how to walk across the street. And we're not going to learn how to date our family. All these important things that we learned last week. This time we're going to learn how to get a fucking job. Because we're struggling here. The times are tough. The economy is in the shitter. And we need to learn how to get a job. So, where would best to start? My career started at a supermarket. I'm sure many of yours careers started at a supermarket. First job you ever had. So I figure it's the best place to start at again. We're actually going to jump in right now. Camera change. Ooh.
It's customers first.
We're going to have the good jingle. How you doing, Creep, anyway? How was the stream? What were you playing? What were you doing? I'm guessing Alan Wake. I thought so. I didn't jump in this time. Apologies. She's got the same makeup as me. What? I can't hear you.
The Jewel policy
I was going to say, is that the woman from Carmen Sandiego?
Is the same as it is for all Jewel service and management positions. Namely,
Oh, good. Appreciate the raid. Have fun at work.
Now,
Showing off that you got a job. You don't need the training, clearly, because you got the work. Appreciate you. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Creep.
Well,
Bye.
here's a friendly situation. See what you think.
F is friendly.
Hey, what was the name of that place? I can't remember, but they were there together.
They were there together.
Together?
Oh my God.
Hey, you should.
Together. My
Being
mic is
friendly
really
among
peaking
yourselves
today.
is one thing. Ignoring customers,
Sorry.
something else. When you're among friends,
She
being
said
friendly
filthy
usually
look.
begins with some kind of greeting or intro.
Ooh,
Whenever a customer moves into your...
Pause. Can we guess what the other ones are? We've got friendly. We've got intro. We need R, S, and T. R is respect. Restipka. Is this customers first? Yes, it is. S is standard. And T is T. Spot the T. Spot of tea, not spot the tea. Spot of tea. T is for the fantastic streamer of tea. You already think of changing your jobs? It doesn't make you feel like you're moving to the nearest forest. Seeing that tries to bring you technology. That's a good thing to do. Particularly if the technology is going to be used to watch shit like this. I would definitely definitely stay away from that. So we got, friendly, intro, Restipka. I can't remember what I said for S, something, and T. Nailed it.
Your lane. That's your cue to say something.
Hi, how you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, did you find everything you need today?
How do you like this weather?
How do you
Good
like
morning.
this
Would you
weather?
like a cart?
How do you like
See,
this
that's a
weather?
nice pin you're wearing. Oh, I see you picked one of my favorites here.
Hi, Mrs. Martin. Good to see you again.
The next point we want to make
It's so
is
threatening.
react. Sometimes it's
React.
easier said than done.
Close enough.
Excuse
Gotta
me,
throw something at him.
I couldn't find the bean sprouts. Could you help me?
Bean sprouts? Oh,
Bean
I don't
sprouts!
know where they are. Do you, Steve?
Hey, I just bagged groceries.
How dare you ask?
Look, I got a lot of people here.
I think we're out of them anyways.
Yeah, you can't.
Come on through.
Go
You
away.
can go back and get them later.
Now, here's the professional way to react to this
Oh,
situation.
sorry. Shit, well, that's not how you meant to do it.
Excuse me, I couldn't find the bean sprouts. Could you help me?
Would you like fresh or canned bean sprouts?
Canned.
I'll call the grocery department to find out what aisle they're in so you'll know next time you need them. But today I'll have somebody bring them up for you.
Oh, what
Thank
a
you.
piece of shit.
Here's another typical
Hey, Nick.
situation.
Hope you're doing well.
Wait a minute. That's not the
Wait.
sale price. It's supposed to be $2.49.
Oh, fuck off.
No, not again. That's the third time this has happened to me today. I don't know why they can't keep these prices
Yeah.
straight.
Bastards. Call him
Now
up.
you're gonna have to wait until we get all this straightened out.
All the straight out. Her teeth are fake? So are mine, to be fair.
Now,
Like, my
watch how
teeth are
the
fake.
pros
Oh,
do
but that's fake.
Wait a minute. That's not the sale price. It's supposed to be $2.49.
Let me call to verify the price. It'll just take a minute.
1 whole minute, though. You're going to be sitting there
Notice,
looking like
she
a piece
didn't
of
make
shit.
any commitment
Holding up
before
the
she
queue.
verified the price.
Because you couldn't pay
She
the
not
extra
only
1
handled the
cent.
situation correctly, she smiled. That's what the S stands for in
Smile.
first, but it's not always easy.
You've seen this, you still can't look away?
Excuse me, I have a rain check for that cake mix.
Terrific. Why didn't you give it to me before I
Yeah,
read it up? Now I
you've
gotta go
already
back and
cashed
make
it
a
up.
correction.
You've already checked it
I
through.
got a better idea. Why don't you save it for the next time, huh?
Let's try it again.
Excuse me, I have
You
a,
probably saw this
rain
the
check
same
for
place
that
I
cake
did.
Oh, let me see it.
I've only seen
No problem, Mrs. Walker.
pausing for 2 seconds because you also did obviously did the famous Carvery one, which I think the same person did it. Which is Chad Tronick, which I fucking hate Chad Tronick. To be clear, I actually don't like his videos at all. I don't like his content at all. But he did this with Brutal Moose and something else with Brutal Moose. Chad Tronick is who I said. You found these yourself. I found this through Chad Tronick. He did the Carvery one as well, I believe. But I've only seen their reaction to it, which of course, with it being a reaction video, you're missing like 20% of the shit, 30% of the shit, so you don't actually get to see the whole video. Oh, that is.
Take off the regular price.
It's all done by myself. All the other ones are just
See, here's the correction
literally
in red and the way I rang up the rain
YouTube
check.
search training
Thank you
video.
very much.
You're welcome.
You can find something
So a bunch
to
of them may
smile
be
about in
absolutely
almost
dog
every
shit.
situation.
If they are, we'll abandon
if
it.
you're professional about it.
Something might be.
Now, notice how
quite
the
interesting.
checker picked up Mrs. Walker's name right off the rain check. This is an excellent opportunity to add that personal touch to each customer.
Just
This should
taking these
also be
notes.
practiced whenever accepting a check for purchases.
I need the mnemonics have
Now,
entries that don't actually
How
make
about
sense.
that
Just
customer
force
who
some word
unknowingly
posters for the
makes a
stuff room.
mistake?
Yeah, you get this, not just the
mister,
mnemonics, but
not
like this
so
stupid thing of
fast.
like,
What's wrong?
I don't know, catchphrases like that. One behind us, meats and cheeses are always sliced fresh for you. I always have that in my staff room. It doesn't make sense because I work for the government. Why would we have that sign there? But, you know, I mean, I don't have a job, but that's why we're watching these videos. 10 items or less, that's we got in our staff room. No, I can't remember. When was it? I think literally the only time I've had a job with a staff room. Oh, No, I've had two. Worked at an electronics store as well. The only two jobs I've had in a staff room were supermarket like this and a electronics store. But by the by, you don't really have staff rooms day to day.
Well, can you read it? You're not
Yeah!
in this lane.
Tell him to
It's
fuck
10
off.
items or less.
Yeah, can't you count, you idiot?
Let's put the customer first. Now, here's how to handle it.
Excuse me, sir, but did you know that this is a lane for 10 items or less?
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
sorry. I didn't realize that.
Well, I'll check you through. But next time, as a convenience to the people in line behind you, please remember that the express lane is for 10 items or less.
You idiot.
Next time I'll remember. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
He looks like he's using those Cheerios to lure
A
kids.
smile can help a lot in handling tough customer
I didn't say anything.
situations. If handled correctly, customers understand. Sometimes an interruption is necessary to our customers, like when making
Dog
a
fighting.
shift change
Oh.
or picking up a turn-in.
Just bored. Oh, God, I have to check this out.
I've got a turn in for you.
Oh, thanks. Now you're gonna have to wait around until we count it up.
Yeah, good for
The
you.
best approach is to acknowledge the delay, honestly and politely.
Weather, aren't you?
Excuse me, Joan. I have a turn in for you.
Oh, thanks.
She looks so proud that there's going to be a delay.
Excuse me, but I have to stop for a moment now and do some accounting. It'll just take a minute. I'll get you out of here
I
right
would
away.
fucking
problem.
move lines right away if that happened.
You have to be sensitive to our policies and procedures, as well as to the
Like,
customer's
who's going to
needs.
wait for you to count your
Now we
fucking
get to our final
drawer?
letter. T, which is for thank you. And here's where you have a heavy responsibility.
T is for thank you.
You're in the best position
Friendly
to end the
intro.
customer's shopping trip on.
So, most of these are the fucking same thing anyway. Friendly intro, smile, and thank you are all the same thing. The only thing that's different is react. The rest are just like, just come under the umbrella of friendly. I mean, you could be grumpy friendly. Nice weather we're having, isn't it? My name's Consumable Pete. Sorry, that's the first name I saw.
a positive note.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could I please have paper bags?
I'm sorry too, lady. I've already bagged him. You want paper bags?
Please.
Bag him yourself.
Here. You can have them.
Just take him.
Let's look at it another way.
I'm sorry, sir. Could I please have paper bags?
Why would you take
Oh, sure, no
paper
problem,
over
ma'am.
plastic?
There you go. And thanks for shopping with us.
Thank you very much.
He's got some serious bling.
Sometimes the game isn't over until it's over. Watch how that service clerk ignores that customer he just finished bagging for. The more she struggles, the less he notices.
Hey, once
Good
they're
luck.
bagged, I'm done.
Let's try for a slightly
Once they're
more
bagged,
professional
done.
finish.
I mean, he's
Excuse
right.
me, ma'am. Let me help you. I'll take these bags to your car for you.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you.
No
Bring it.
problem. Just
Why the fuck would you bring
our way
the
of
take them
saying
to your
thank
car?
you.
Like, this is dog shit customer service ultimately, because now he's fucked off, leaving whoever's in the queue there. Like, when he does his talks white, it is a like two personalities, right? But like, he's just abandoned the queue now. Whoever's next in line is not getting anything bagged. Has to wait for this dicky. She's parked on the other end of fucking town for all we know. He's walking 15 fucking miles just to like do it. I appreciate there's politeness, and I appreciate that, you know, she's obviously a struggling mum and blah blah blah. But you've now screwed everybody else over. And the same with all of the ones so far. They're all like how to deal with shitty people. When you could actually be going, hey, dickhead. I mean, you can't. I guess you can't. I know that's the shit thing, and that's why I don't want to ever work in customer service again. It's just you just can't be honest. Like, people do need to appreciate you've screwed over other people. Like, never mind just me as this person working behind a counter getting paid minimum wage, if not less. But you've screwed over the 5 other people waiting in line who probably have somewhere else important to be. Like, it's pissed me off multiple times. I often will dash off to the supermarket before getting a bus home. For customer service talk, you need customer service lessons aside. You need to be friendly, you need to intro, you need to react, you need to smile, and you need to say thank you. Those are the 5 things of first for customers first. So sit down,
Thank you so much.
listen, and maybe your business won't be struggling.
Here you go. 5 points. Friendly, intro, react, smile, and thank you.
Hate them all equally if they can. It
It's
does.
customers
Good work.
first. That's the mark of a jewel professional. And that's what sets you apart from the rest of the crowd.
Be friendly. It's the first letter.
It's customers first.
Customers first.
Customers first. Customers first. You're looking good in all you
She
do.
looks so terrifying, the older lady.
It's customers first. You're a real pro at Jewel.
The entire store team at 944 York Road, Elmhurst. Technical advisor, Harris Campbell. Geo Training Department, 1988. Well, it is the 80s style. That's why. We're back. Hello. The next one on the list is a blockbuster. That one's 30 minutes long, so we might actually delay that one. Well, fuck it. We'll start off with it. We'll kick into it. We learn how to blockbuster. I mean, it's already fantastic. We're going to learn how to work an obsolete place. This one's 90s. We've gone from the 80s to like full-blown 90s. So serious. Introducing customer service.
Hi, I'm Brandy Little.
Hi, Brandy.
I'll be taking you through the Blockbuster Customer Service Program.
Oh, thank you.
In the last few years, the retail business has become increasingly competitive.
It
More and
has?
more retailers have been struggling just to stay alive.
Wow.
The survivors follow a simple
Good thing you're
formula,
still around.
listening to their customers and
Thank God you had this
meeting
video.
their
It kept you in
expectations.
business.
That's not a formula for success. That's a formula for survival.
You just watched this on another
Some
stream earlier this week? I
retailers,
did not see
however,
that.
Not only survive, but thrive. These businesses
This is literally,
listen
and
to
you
their customers,
can confirm
but
this,
then they
is the
take
first
what
thing
they
that will
learn
pop
one
up when you
important
search
step further.
training video.
Instead of
This is
simply
the
trying
first
to
Google
meet their
search,
customers'
YouTube search.
expectations, they attempt to exceed them. Their goal is to build and maintain strong customer loyalty.
Customer
To
loyalty.
attract new customers and keep
So it
on existing
must be
ones.
good.
Our goal at Blockbuster
Has
is
the most
not
views.
just to satisfy customers, but to delight them.
Delight
this
them.
customer service program is designed to equip
Cook
you
bait
with
looks good on
skills
wheat, if
necessary
only.
to consistently exceed.
It'd still be with us today.
For those of you new to retail, this program provides a great introduction to Blockbuster's approach to service. For those of
Yeah.
you with solid
Tell them
retail
watch Netflix
experience,
instead.
this program gives you the chance to brush up on old skills and learn some new ones. Like most things in life, you'll get out of this program what you put into it.
Ah,
Active
so that's
participation will
why I
make it
failed.
a worthwhile experience not only for you, but also for others in the store.
You.
Your commitment to apply what you've learned to your everyday interactions will help you get results that far exceed what you thought was possible.
Is she
In
trying to
doing
dress
so,
90s cool? I just
you'll earn
realized.
Trust from your customers.
Also.
Respect from your peers. Recognition from
Pe-
your managers.
Somebody
and
may
a
know in
sense
chat.
of
Is she
pride that
from
comes
something? Is she
being the
a
best.
celeb? Video pitfalls. VHS still exists as the pitfall.
Sometimes, even with the best intentions, our efforts fall short of exceeding customer expectations. At other times, our efforts don't even meet their minimal expectations.
Oh, Jesus. That's why you went out
These
of business.
situations are referred to as pitfalls.
It's Pamela S. Oh,
Watch now
cool.
as CSR's
Because I know there's a
demonstrate
lot
four
of training
pitfalls
videos and
to
educational
avoid.
videos that brought in
After each
celebs to
pitfall,
do.
Stop the tape and answer the workbook questions before moving on to the next pitfall.
Pitfall 1. Netflix has been announced. Look at the tilted
Excuse
camera.
me,
This
what
is
do you know
cool.
about this movie? Nothing. Haven't seen it. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck off. Answer the workbook quick. Everybody, quick. Quick. Get out your workbooks. Turn to page 12 and answer the questions. First question is, why do we still have video? The answer is, fuck those.
What do you mean I returned my last video late? That was the day that ice storm came through. I couldn't even get out my driveway.
The computer says it was late. I'm sorry. That's the policy.
Get the fuck out of here. There was no ice storm, you piece of shit. Stop the tape. What you meant to do at this moment is check the weather, see that there was no ice storm, and then ban her from the store. That's the correct answer.
Thank you.
What?
Next.
Why was she so rude?
Hello?
Wait. Just wait. We're playing solitaire here. We're playing blueprints here. The do's and don'ts of your beloved ashes, presented by Keith Richards. If you snort them, they'll be with you forever.
Gonna rent Arlington Road, I see? Great story, but bummer ending.
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it.
Just spoil the movie. Did you know that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time? What made the workbook question for that? Do you spoil the ending for movies? A, yes. B, no. C, get out of my house. And Die Hard, yes.
When you focus on the customer, you tell them with your words and
No, I was talking about
that
now.
they are your top priority above all
Currently,
of the tasks
IRL.
and assignments. Focusing on the customer benefits both you and customers. When you focus on customers, you develop trust.
Whoa,
send
what a
clear
cuss.
message that you want to help make customers feel
What
that
the
they
hell
can
was
treat
wrong
them
with
as
the text?
individuals, and prevent or relieve stressful situations. Service principle number 1 includes 3 skills
That
called
was
guideposts.
really bad.
Guidepost number 1 is listen effectively.
Yeah, just listen.
Guidepost number 2 is act promptly.
Be
Guidepost
quick.
number
Drop
3
everything you're
is
doing.
Ask for feedback. The first
And then
guidepost,
ask if the customer to
listen
validate you.
effectively.
Did I
Listening
do good?
effectively lets customers know that you've understood, really understood what they
Really?
said. As a result of listening effectively, customers feel good about you in the store.
And about
Stressful
themselves.
situations can become less difficult, and positive interactions can be made even better. You will now watch 2 video examples of CSRs
Crunchy, you better be
as they
watching
listen
this.
effectively to customers.
This is why you got
Each
fired.
video example has 2 parts. In video example 1A, the customer makes a comment or expresses a concern, but the CSR misses the opportunity to listen effectively. Stop the tape after video example 1A and
Okay.
answer the questions in your workbook before going on to video example 1.
Well, remember, pause after 1A. Listening effectively. Example 1A.
I've heard this is a great workout video, but I haven't actually seen it. I don't know if it's the right one for me. I mean, I don't want to be stuck buying it and then watch it once or twice and then file it away forever.
Don't worry about that happening with this one. It's very popular.
It's very popular. Popular? What? I get it that she's meant to sort of be more engaged, right? That she was going, I don't know if it's for me. So you meant to be like, oh, but what are you looking for? What would you want in an exercise tape? Because this one focuses on actually just watching women in tight spandex and frigging yourself senseless to. If you want to actually work on your core, I'd get this. Are you training at work today? Not today, Monday. Well, what one is it? Is today Monday? Shit, I'm late for work. For managing conflict, me, there's a meeting next Monday. So, it is Monday? Because you called the director, construction and the sales manager. Fuck, that's fair enough. Good advice. Same here. It starts in the same meeting. Yeah. In all fairness, we do have training stuff in my current job, but most of it is like privacy stuff and things like that. So like making sure we don't share information. Again, it's one of those things that's kind of weird 'cause it's all very, very on the nose. Like, obviously, you don't share personal information. Surely that isn't too difficult to understand. But some people maybe struggle with it. But that's mostly where our training is.
In video example 1B, the customer again makes a comment or expresses a concern, but this time
You say you haven't
CSR
done it.
does listen effectively.
I've
After
only
watching
done,
video example 1B, stop the tape and
one
jot
of the
down
training
your
things
answers
this
to the
time.
questions in the workbook
As I say,
before going
'cause
on to video example
I'm
2.
contracting. I'm only there for a short period of time, so there's not much point in me doing all the training stuff.
I've heard this was a great workout video, but I haven't actually
We get to see the
seen
example.
it. I don't know if it's the right one for me. I mean,
Let's see if I was
don't want to
right.
be stuck buying it and then watch it once or twice
We
and
got
then file it
Tybo
away
there.
forever.
Remember
You want to
Tybo?
be sure that this tape is the right one for you before purchasing it.
Exactly.
She didn't do anything. By personal information, I don't mean my name. I don't mean like my name. I mean.
My boyfriend's birthday's coming up, and he loves movies. Problem is, he's so
Other people's
particular. He'll
names.
never tell me if I've got the wrong one. I mean, if I get him a movie, he'll tell me it's perfect, even if he hates it. You know what I mean?
How about
What a
getting him
jerk. You
video
should dump
game
him.
instead?
Why don't we go back in the storeroom and scissor? That's the correct thing to do. Just telling you right now, that's what she's going to say. Absolutely. To be or not to be?
My boyfriend's birthday's coming up, and he loves movies. Problem is, he's
Why
so
are you just
particular.
getting a
He'll never
rental
tell
for
me
his
if I've got the
birthday?
wrong one. I mean, if I get him a movie, he'll tell me that he thinks it's perfect, even if he hates it. You know what I mean?
You want to get him something he'll really enjoy, right? Something he might even get for himself.
Right.
This is dog shit. Just in terms of like a flashlight. So that
By
way, he
acting
doesn't
promptly,
need you anymore.
You demonstrate a sense of urgency that lets customers know that their needs are important. Acting promptly means acknowledging the customer's presence
It doesn't feel like
immediately
you're
and
doing
stopping
anything to
any
sell something yet.
non-customer-related
That's the problem I've
activities.
got with it.
You will now have a chance to watch 2 video examples.
If he doesn't like
of
it, he go
CSRs
fuck
as they
himself,
act
literally.
promptly with customers. Each video example has 2 parts. In video example 1A,
That'd be
the
a
CSR
weird thing.
misses the opportunity to act promptly. Stop
I mean,
the
I
tape
gu- I
after
guess it'd
video
be inherently
example
weird,
1A
but
and
not
answer the workbook
super
questions
weird if
before
your partner
going
got
on
you a
to video
flashlight.
example 1B.
But it'd be almost weird to be like, what the fuck? I don't want this. Like, it'd be such a weird reaction to be gifted one. Like, how repressed would you have to be offended that someone, like your partner, bought you a flashlight? Oh, we got SmackDown behind us. SmackDown 2. But then
In
not,
video
the problem
example
is,
1B, the CSR does act promptly.
to me,
After watching video
and
example
again, I don't
1B,
work at
stop the
Blockbuster.
tape
It's
and
my
jot down
dream.
your answers
That's why I'm
to the
watching this.
workbook questions
Because
before
clearly
going
this
on
business
to
is going to be
video
around for
example
years and
2.
years and years to come.
Again, stop the tape after the first example and answer the workbook
You're just sort
questions before
of
going on to
answering
the
them. You're just going, yes, you do need to find something your partner would like.
Both of those are great
What's
movies.
that behind there now?
Well, I know. I've been wanting to see both of them, but I only have time to watch one over the weekend.
You know, one of those movies is a 5-day rental. You can watch one movie over the weekend and watch the other one later in the week.
Great. Thanks.
I'm trying to see what's behind them. You know, that one's better. We're actually saying, hey, you can get both. But to me, the training thing would be like somebody says, oh, my boyfriend will be blah, blah, blah. If I get the right one, he will say he likes it, even if he doesn't. Your question would be like, oh, so what does your boyfriend like? Is he into action movies? Is he into horror? Oh, he's really into horror. Well, this movie just came out. The Sixth Sense just came out, and Bruce Willis is dead in it. So you should get him that. Instead of just going, yeah, you're right, your boyfriend's a jerk.
How are you today?
Late for dinner. Thought I'd pick up a video on the way home, but it looks like everyone else had the same idea.
Did you have a specific video in mind?
Yeah. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction? What a nerd.
You got that right. I just saw it on the shelf a few minutes ago. You're in a hurry, I'll tell you what. Just get online, I'll go grab the video and bring it over to you. That'll buy you a few extra minutes. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay.
You spent 3 minutes fucking explaining it to him. And he's saved no time at all in this exchange. How big is your video store that it's going to save him 3 minutes walking to get Pulp Fiction?
To exceed
Actually, you've got
expectations,
to
it's
get the tape, you have to
important
solve
not
the
only to
riddles.
listen, but also to ask
Go through the
customers
maze, solve the
how
riddles.
Blockbuster can improve or keep doing the right thing. Asking for feedback makes customers feel that their opinions and ideas are valued. Here are 2 video examples of CSRs asking customers for feedback. Each video
Let's
example
use
has
acronyms
2
to be
parts.
cool.
In video
CSR.
example 1A, the CSR misses the opportunity to ask for feedback.
That bitch.
I'm returning this video.
Thanks very much.
I guess you meant to say, what did you think of it? Who gives a fucking shit?
In video example 1B, the CSR does ask for feedback.
Am I right?
I'm returning this video.
Great, how'd you like it?
Oh, it was great. De Niro is such a good actor.
Did you see him in Ronin?
No.
Excellent acting.
Go get it now.
Yes, awesome. I just saw it on the shelf. Would you like to check it out?
Yes, but I don't have much time. Where is it?
It's over in Action. Let me get someone to help you.
Oh, thanks.
He just grabs her. Probably. That. This feels very much why you went out of business, Blockbuster. Just so bored. I think they realized that this is probably what was going on day to day. That people just don't give a shit. Like, you're working for this company for minimum wage. You really give a shit about, like, asking everybody what
How's
they
it going,
thought of
Mr.
the
Lopez?
rentals.
Been enjoying your free rentals?
Yes, I have. It's a great program.
What program is that? How do you get free rentals?
That's the Blockbuster Rewards program. Let me finish up with Mr. Lopez here, and I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, sounds good.
I wish I would start in this video. I want this to be on my reel when I apply for real jobs. Taking personal responsibility. Why is this VHS not here? It's my fault. I failed you
Being
again.
a customer service champion means taking personal responsibility for ensuring that the customer receives the best possible service from Blockbuster. This may mean
If
going to the
Blockbuster
extra
fails,
mile for a customer.
it's all your fault.
Here are 2 video examples of CSRs demonstrating ways to be a customer service champion. Each video example has 2 parts. In video example 1A, the CSR misses an opportunity to be a customer service
I would
champion.
love, and maybe it exists, to see a training video of Blockbuster from the 2000s when they knew their days were numbered.
With Alec Guinness.
Is he just
Sorry, we
smashing
don't
random
carry that
buttons?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for checking.
No problem.
Stop the tape. Everybody, quick, answer the questions. What did he do wrong?
In video
Told
example
her that
1B,
Alec Guinness
the
wasn't in the
CSR
movie.
is a
Idiot.
customer service champion.
Alec Guinness was never in that.
Hi, I'm looking for a film called Last Holiday with Alec Guinness.
You mean Obi-Wan Kenobi? He did something other than Star Wars?
We don't stock that one here, but we do have some other great Alec Guinness movies. Have you ever seen The Lavender Hill Mob?
Yeah, actually that's one of my favorites. But I really had my heart set on Last Holiday.
You know, maybe we can find a copy from one of the other stores. Do you want me to go ahead and call him for you?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
My pleasure. Let me get some information from you so I can let you know where to find it, or do you want to wait for me to check for you?
Fine,
It's
I'll wait.
really awkward. He was so off-putting. I don't want to criticize the dude, but he was really off-putting. He was so poorly acted. I'll be just like, oh, fuck it. You're talking too slow, mate. I'm out. Bye.
Hi, I'm Jeff. You look like you could use some help.
Yeah, hi. My wife sent me in for a movie, and I can't remember the name.
He's fucking stoned.
Good luck.
Thanks.
That's so good. That's my favorite exchange ever. Good luck, fucking. You're sleeping on the couch tonight if you don't fucking find that movie, mate. Best luck to you.
Hi,
Could you
I'm
tuck
Jeff.
in your fucking
look
shirt
like you
anymore,
could
you
use some
prick?
help.
Yeah, hi. My wife sent me in for a movie, and I can't remember the name.
They're real employees from Blockbuster in
What
Dallas.
kind of
Ugh.
movie is it? Action, romance, comedy?
It's a comedy.
Do you know who's in it?
I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember her name.
Okay. Have you seen her in any other films?
Yeah, we saw her in that movie. It's about email.
Oh, you mean You've Got Mail?
Yeah, that's
Tom
her.
Hanks.
That'd be Meg Ryan.
Yeah, that's her name.
Oh, shit.
Okay. She's been in lots of good comedies, like Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks. Could that be it?
Sleepless in Seattle. No, I don't
And
think
as for
that's
you,
it.
I don't know you, but I'm sure you're
You're
a
a
jerk.
jerk.
She's also been in
French Kiss. That's it. That's the one.
Great.
That's a fantastic comedy. Good choice.
Thanks.
Everybody remembers that movie, French Kiss. No one needs this training. Everybody needs this training. It's your fault that Blockbuster went into business, Kizza. Jesus.
You've had a chance to learn and practice the 3 service principles. Focus on the customer, take personal responsibility, and use good judgment. Using these
Uno
service
momento.
principles when everything is going right is important in building customer loyalty. What will often keep customers loyal is using the principles when things aren't going so well. Since this requires special skill and some adaptation of the principles, the next 3 modules focus on 3 challenging service scenarios: recovering from customer dissatisfaction, providing great service in busy or stressful times, and providing great service in slower times. This module explores ways to recover from customer dissatisfaction. Let's face it,
I need to
no
learn
one
how to do
enjoys it
that.
when things go wrong and a customer becomes dissatisfied.
That
And
will help
yet,
me during my
CSRs say that when they can quickly
sex life.
resolve the problem, the dissatisfied customer often becomes the
It's
store's
never
number one
dissatisfied
pain.
customer, damn it.
It makes good business sense to settle problems and concerns. When you work hard to make things right, it's called recovery. Successful recovery can turn disappointment to delight and have an extraordinary impact on customer loyalty. CSRs often follow these steps in
God.
recovering from customer
It's
dissatisfaction.
so weird hearing them being referred to CSR.
Listen
Oh,
and
obviously, that's why
demonstrate
they
that you
are.
wanna be of help. Repeat or paraphrase your understanding of
it's
the
just- it's-
complaint
it's-
or problem. Apologize for
It's
the
such a
customer's
pretentious way to
disappointment or
describe when you're
inconvenience.
talking about just being
If
a
it's a
Blockbuster
problem,
employee.
explain what steps can be taken to correct the situation and keep it from happening again.
Referring to yourself as a
Then ask for
customer
feedback.
service representative.
If it's a complaint,
Really?
suggest ideas to help the customer cope with the situation.
Since you know how to cope with.
Take the
Fucking grow the
appropriate
fuck up,
action
little boy.
and follow up. Here are 2 video examples of CSRs trying to recover from customer dissatisfaction. Each video has 2 parts. Each video example deals with a problem rather than a complaint. In video
Are
example
the
1A, the customer
other
expresses
people, the
dissatisfaction,
customers,
but the CSR
employees as
misses
well?
the opportunity to recover from it. In video example 1B, the customer again expresses dissatisfaction.
Or is it just
but
the
this time,
employees that
the
are
CSR
employees?
recovers from it effectively. As you watch these 2 examples, keep in mind that these are situations where you do have personal authority to resolve the problem. Some situations,
have
however,
authority to
are
do it?
beyond your control or authority to resolve. Examples include, but are not limited to, those involving the media, legal issues, or allegations such as racial or ethnic insensitivity.
Yeah, you got
These
nothing to do
situations
with
should
that.
be immediately turned over to your manager on duty. Don't try
She
to
said
resolve
duty.
these yourself. Your MOD will know where to turn for appropriate resolution.
Like, fuck, they would. Your manager's just somebody who's been there longer.
You know, I really didn't like that video.
I'm
Oh,
sorry to
too
hear that.
bad, bitch.
Maybe the next one will be better.
Yeah, right.
What was she meant to do there? Go and make a new movie?
You know, I really didn't like that video.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Was there anything in particular?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, it was the language. The bad language was a little too much for my taste.
Bad language,
So, you'd like to
disgusting.
avoid
You're
movies
EP
with
again?
strong
That's because you drink a bottle of wine to
Exactly.
yourself.
I'm sorry it wasn't what you were looking for. Tell me
How are
more
you 53
about what
but
movies you
feel
like, and I'll try to make some
66?
recommendations.
That's very nice of you.
My
No,
pleasure.
you? I'm 33 but look 66 now. I'm an old man. I'm just having a midlife crisis. That's all I'm doing.
Hi, did you find everything you were looking for?
Yeah, I guess so.
Great. Ms. Johnson, were you aware that your account shows $3.50 in extended viewing fees?
I'm not
No, I
that
wasn't
much
aware
older,
of
in all
that.
fairness.
And besides, that's impossible. I return everything on time.
Well, that's not what it says here. I'm looking
Did
at
you
two
bid in
films
4
that were
weeks?
due
Getting
back
you
on
anything?
the 13th and return on the 14th. Blade and American Pie.
You know something?
I mean, I guess.
don't
It
care what you're
depends
looking
what
at.
you consider
I
much
return
older.
those movies and
6
every other
years?
movie that I've ever
I
rented from you
guess.
guys on time.
Now, I know you
Um,
think you did.
It is a
Maybe you dropped them
wee
off
bit
after
older,
12 noon.
but
That's a really
in the
common
grand
mistake.
scheme of
That's
the
a question.
Why do I
universe,
feel
not
like
really.
I'm being accused of something?
What the
Are
fuck
you
is going
video
on here?
police? Do I have the right to remain silent? Should I call a lawyer?
Yes.
Look, I'm not sure what you're getting so upset about. I'm just doing my job. We're only talking about $3.50.
What was it like riding dinosaurs
Some
at
people owe a
school?
lot more
I
than
didn't
that.
have the
You
luxury.
don't get it, do you?
Dinosaurs,
I don't
luxury.
believe
I had to
this
walk uphill both ways with 100 inches of snow. Barefoot. What am I getting you for your birthday? I'm getting you a subscription to Consumable Pete.
Hi, did you find everything you were looking for?
Yeah, I guess so.
Great.
How's this one better?
Ms. Johnson, were you aware that your account shows $3.50 in extended viewing fees?
No, I wasn't aware of that. And besides, that's impossible. I return everything on time.
Well, you're a
Gee,
liar.
I'm sorry, the computer is showing two films that were due back on the 13th and return on the 14th. Blade and American Pie.
I haven't the faintest idea why the computer is showing those films as overdue. I can tell you that I returned those two films and every other film that I've ever rented from you guys on time.
So you're
The
saying
computer
those
says that you've
films were
never
returned by
rented
12
anything before.
noon on the 13th.
I don't remember the date, but I know they were on time.
Okay. Let me credit your account for the additional rental fees. I'll do that immediately if it's okay.
Yes, please take care of that.
So we just accept lies. That's good customer service. Just believe their lies.
That's taken care of. Would this be all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
To be fair, that was
Ms. Johnson,
usually-
You're both due back in 5 days, by 12 noon on the 28th.
That's
Enjoy
so
your movies.
passive-aggressive.
And again, let me apologize for the mix-up.
Thank you.
They're due back in 5 days. Remember, 5 days. We gotta charge you double next time, bitch. That was usually the case, though. If you went to a video store and just said nah, they would just accept it and be like, yeah, okay.
All of us have stress.
Guess we
tolerance
won't
that
charge
can
you
cause
for
us
it.
to behave in ways that have a negative impact on the quality of the service we provide. The challenge is to adapt your use of the service principles when you're busy or under pressure. Here are two examples of CSRs trying to provide great service in busy times. Each example has two parts. In example 1A, the CSR misses an opportunity to provide great service during a busy and stressful time. In example 1B, the CSR does manage to provide
Ping,
great
ping, ping,
service.
ping.
Hello, find everything you were looking for?
Yes, I did. Thank you. I'm finally going to see the new Tom Cruise movie.
Well,
Tom
I hope you enjoy
Cruise.
it. Are you a
Answer
big
the
Tom
phone.
Cruise fan?
I think he's taken on some more interesting roles lately.
I like some of his earlier stuff too. A couple of weeks ago, I watched Top Gun on DVD
Just
and
answer the
on
phone.
TV. Those dogfight scenes were spectacular, and the soundtrack on DVD was awesome.
Can't remember if you ever rented videos.
I'm sorry.
We used to have a local video store where I was. I don't think it was any brand, in particular, any particular franchise, Blockbuster didn't really open here until the 2000s.
I'm finally going to see the new Tom.
Never went to it. Well, never.
You enjoy it.
Sorry, never.
Blockbuster, this is Caesar speaking.
I never rented from it. I did go into it a couple times with Crunchy, in
Thank
fact.
you for calling. Hope to
The
see
sort
you
of thing, and he may even remember
Ready,
this.
sir. Now back to Tom Cruise. You're a big fan?
I think he's taken on some interesting roles lately.
There was a lot of stuff that when they were going out of business, there was a lot of stuff for sale, and there was a lot of games that were for sale, and it's kind of like, oh fuck, if I went back in time and bought those games, they'd be worth a bucket load today. You were very poor would have been a major luxury.
You started out okay.
I grew up poor as well, but
it's bound to get better.
Take
care.
I guess there was sort of
They'll get
still
better
sort of
when
that
this line
cost-effective way of dealing with a kid and getting them to shut the fuck up. Or just like going down to the local record video store and like paying that $3 or whatever it is to get a VHS to be like, you piss off now, you watch that. Go to the room, watch that. Piss off.
Hi. How's it going today?
Started
So
out
it really
fine.
wasn't that.
How
A
can
lot
I
of
help you?
stuff was
You
exactly
make this
that as
line
well. They
move
had a
faster.
lot of
I'm sorry.
taped
let me open
movies.
another register. I can take the next person.
Very, very British, I guess. Was one of the first videos I remember having was like VHS recording of Thomas the Tank Engine. I can even picture the video cover still. It was like a dirt brown VHS cover.
Why is it that when customer traffic slows down, so do we? Sometimes
'Cause
it's
we're
tempting
bored.
to view such times as downtime, a break in the action. We seem to shift from attention to at ease. But slower times let us get creative in our approaches to customer service. We get a chance to try new things and interact.
I don't
on a
remember
different
any
level with
others
customers,
I
both in
had,
the store
and I
and
don't
on
know
the
where I
phone.
got it from.
Slower
I
times
vaguely
present us
remember it
with
being a
unique
family
opportunities
friend.
to build customer loyalty.
Was Count
Unlike the
Duckula
other
on
video
VHS, but like an
modules, these
official
examples
one.
are not two-part
But it wasn't bought
ineffective
ourselves.
effective
I just
segments.
I remember
Instead,
being
they focus
given
on
it,
effective
and I
ways
vaguely
to give
remember it
great
from.
service during slower times.
I might have even been the same person who gave me the Thomas ones. I don't remember her name at all. She was an elderly woman.
Hello, may I speak to Mr. Simmons? This is Perry from Blockbuster Video.
But I remember getting Mighty Mouse and Danger Mouse on
Calling to let you know
VHS
that
as
the
well.
tape you returned this morning was missing the video inside.
You stole it! Thundercats!
Yes, sir, it may still be
Thundercats!
in your
Thundercats!
right.
Thundercats!
Let's check.
Oh!
If I find it, I'll bring it back today. If not, I'll give you a call.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons.
Thanks, Mr. Simmons. Next time, bring in more accusatory.
Hi there.
Did he
good
just
to
check
see
out her
you.
ass?
I see you're back picking up DVDs.
Yeah, love the format.
You know, I hear that from more and more customers. How can I help you today?
I'm doing okay.
Wow, this was the
Great.
transition
you know, we
to
recently changed the
DVDs.
appearance of the DVD section and added new titles. Have you noticed the change?
You know, now that you mention it, I did notice there was something different.
What do you think of the change?
Well, you know, I am finding it easier to find selections. That's why I didn't ask for your help. And I'm glad you've added more
Who
titles.
talks like this?
That's great. I
Gives a
appreciate
full
it.
description of like
If
their
you do need
thoughts and
help,
beliefs.
I'll be right over there.
Thanks.
I didn't need to talk to you because your selection is so good now. I don't think anybody actually talks like that.
By using the principles you've just learned, you can help ensure the continued success of Blockbuster.
Yeah,
One customer
continue
at a time.
success. I can
In
see
other
that.
words, you
Can
can
be
help
successful
Blockbuster not just
forever.
survive, but thrive by exceeding
gonna
their
thrive.
customers' expectations.
Surely there's
I'm
nothing
Randy.
on the horizon
for watching.
that is going to slow down the train that is Blockbuster. Special thanks to Andrew Hawthorne and staff of Blockbuster Dallas, Texas. Blockbuster number 48538. So there was a fuck ton of Blockbusters back then.
Your active participation will make it a worthwhile
Wait, is there
experience
block-
not only for
bloopers?
you, but also for the others in but also for the other people in your life around you somewhere.
Why do we have bloopers?
I got a little tongue twisted, sorry.
Pow, baby, pow.
What the hell?
I got a little tongue twisted, sorry.
Did-
Pow, baby, pow.
That is sexual harassment. Who the fuck is behind the camera? Dan Snyder? Pout, baby, pout.
I got a little tongue twisted.
twisted, sorry.
Pow, baby, pow.
That is fucking creepy.
Because we all know that no to the think about the different customers that help you each day is what I was gonna say.
Was it?
I mean, isn't that what the videos are supposed to say? Listen to the people, do what you're supposed to do. You know what's going on. To get it right, or we'll come and you mess you up. No, I did it earlier.
I do like
After
that.
watching
She's
the
just
first
like,
one,
yeah,
decide
these same
which
shit.
questions you might ask to tell the customer off. That's a good training video, right? It's just there's the one thing, you know.
She does not want to be there.
What are you talking about? Yeah, and if I was truly being brazen, I'd be just like I was when I was a kid, walking around. All right,
Oh,
make
that
the sale
camera.
at whatever cost. Make the sale. That
Good
be clear?
advice. The best part was the fucking bloopers. Well, we're going to see, potentially see Rich Evans, because we're going to go to Showbiz Pizza. Oh my god, that was loud.
Hi, I'm Jerry Giles, Artistic Director for Showbiz Pizza. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in the theater business for a few years now.
What the fuck is this? This looks like a horror movie.
At Austin. I've owned a couple of theaters in my time. Had a couple of shows on Broadway, television, movies.
This can't be legit.
Painted scenery for operas, worked in amusement parks all over the country. I wanted to tell you that to tell you this, that you as entertainment directors
No, this
have
is
a big job
this is
ahead of
not.
you. But I wanted you to know that there are theater people at the top of this pyramid at any rate. Even the creative team at corporate headquarters has some theater background on it.
So go
What we're doing,
enroll in a theater
we're
school.
turning Showbiz Pizza Place into a fun place to be. This is going to be fun. We're here to have a party. And the way we're going to do that is
Somebody's
we're gonna
clearly
have
got
a
access to like the
one-on-one,
unedited tape.
close-in relationship. Your audiences will be small, maybe 1 or 2 people. We'll use, maybe we'll juggle a little bit. Maybe we'll use some sleight of hand.
That was
Maybe-
amazing.
Well, that sort of thing. That's what we're going to be doing. So the areas that you can help us are to bring our employees out of their shells. What we need you to do is, you're used to working with actors. You pull the creative juices and talents out of actors. We need that from our employees. You need to open our employees up. They don't have to know a
It's
full-blown
6 minutes
show.
long.
Maybe it's something as simple as repeating the person's order. Okay, here we are. It's Friday afternoon. This guy comes in. He's ready for pizza and fun, right? Would you care for a pizza, sir? Oh, you would. Very good. What kind of topping would you like on your pizza?
Fantastic
Do you want
acting.
The, cheese, or would you
How
like
did
to
you know
have
the
the-
Showbiz
how about
Pizza?
pepperoni, or maybe you
You
look
should be
like
on
a
Broadway.
sausage lover to me.
You
No
fucking
sausage, mushrooms?
sausage lover to
Okay,
me.
That's pizza with mushrooms.
Are you just hitting on the
you want
customer?
A large pizza. You want a large pizza? Good. Very good. I thought that'd fill you up a little bit. Would you care for salad
This
bar?
is just pornographic.
Salad bar? Okay. Very. I wonder. Never could find the bar in that salad. How about Coke? Large Coke? Good. Very good. You look like you can handle a large Coke.
This is definitely, this is not real.
Would you like to play Blaster Zappers? Got a couple of tokens here for you. All right. So that'll be a large pizza and salad bar and a large Coke and some game tokens. Here you are.
Smooth.
Those are the kinds of things
They made
that
him
we want to
disappear.
do. That's an area of opportunity. Another area of opportunity is birthday parties. Birthday parties are big business at Showbiz Pizza. Birthday parties are important to 2
What is
people.
with the hat?
The little kid whose birthday it is, it's a very important day to him. This is one day out of the year that he's
Only
gonna
boys have
remember.
birthdays.
He's
Girls,
gonna live with these memories
never born.
from now on. Think back when you were 5 and 6 and remember the birthday
Well,
parties. that
girls
you
don't
had.
even like pizza.
I remember the one I had because it was so special.
Don't
We
want
got
them in
a
our store.
cartoon of the balloon man
Don't
or
understand
the
them.
pincushion man.
Can't have them around.
Birthday parties are also important to Showbiz Pizzas. They're our best way to get
It looks like
the
he just
word
wasn't
out
allowed
about
to
Showbiz Pizza
brand
and how
young
much
girls.
fun it is to go to Showbiz Pizza. Now, another area for opportunity is theme nights. Colander Head. All right, Colander Head.
Colander Head, my favorite.
It's Friday afternoon. The guys, well, I guess it's Thursday afternoon. The guys coming in here and.
Why did the night change?
Buddy, you should have been here yesterday. We had Colander Head night last night. We had all these guys running around with hats like this. Colanders on their head. They're running down the hall and they're going over here and they're going over there and they're playing.
Famously, Colander Head night.
And they're just having a great time, right? All right, we got another night. Country and Western night.
You came back to Colander Head night.
Pickup trucks, you know, with the little racks in the back window. They come in here, they're sitting down eating their pizza.
And we just found a drunk guy trying to talk about what Showbiz Pizza is.
Just a wonderful time, right? Okay, see what we're doing? We're putting the fun back in Showbiz Pizza. We're here.
You should have said we're putting the show back in the Showbiz Pizza, you stupid dick.
All right. Now, along those lines, I'm going to be giving you all the help I can. We've got a creative team in corporate headquarters.
There's no way this guy didn't end up being a serial killer.
Things for you to do. You too are going to have good ideas. You're also going to have some problems. I want to hear about both of them. You pick up the phone and call me, Jerry Giles, at area code 214-258-8507, and I'll give you all the help that I can. Your good ideas, we're going to send around to the other stores when we need them.
What was his number?
Maybe you, and I'll give you all 258-8507.
Slow the fuck
and
down.
I'll give you all the help that I can. Your good ideas, we're going to send around to the other stores when we give you all 258 and call me, Jerry Giles, at area code 214-258-8507, and I'll give you all the help that I can. Your good ideas, we're going to send around to the other stores when we need them. The problems, maybe you solved a problem in your area that we've got somewhere else, and that'll help us out too.
Didn't work.
So you don't have to do it alone. We're all in
I tried to ring Jerry Giles. I wanted help.
Do that sort of thing. And remember, years ago,
Jerry
we
Giles,
were
help
working in
me.
amusement parks, and you were driving that tram from the parking lot back to the front gate. And you remember all those dumb things they made you say? Here it is, it's 110 degrees in the shade, and the people are sitting in the tram sweating like it's raining outside. And you're supposed to tell them, welcome to the such and such a park in our new air-conditioned tram just because the windows are open.
Just because the windows are
Remember
open.
when you said that if you ever had the opportunity to change that system, that you would, and
I
how
would.
well you would do it? Well, now's your opportunity.
Creepy zoom in.
So break a leg.
That sounds like a Fred. That is the creepiest video I think I've ever seen. That's no way legitimate. This is the best episode of Tim and Erica ever? Yeah, right. Somebody did say they called him. So I called him, he answered. He's still doing his job. We chatted, I gave him some ideas. Everyone's commenting on the, you look like a sausage lover to me. Like, every comment on this video is basically the sausage lover part. You look like a sausage lover to me. I'm gonna save that. Oops.
Hi.
I want to clip that sausage lover. I think it's gonna be. I think I can use that. We got some more Showbiz Pizza training videos.
Bring the light in.
Bring the light in.
And adjust the flag.
Videotape's ready.
Okay, roll and record this one.
Things
What the
rolling.
hell was this?
And speed.
Showbiz Pizza Place promo show.
There he is. It's the Showbiz Pizza bear. Busy Bear, the Showbiz Pizza.
When you push this dirt low down, and the music goes down and round, yeah,
Where's Dick?
Welcome to Showbiz.
Thank you.
When the doors are unlocked, the curtains open, and the entertainment begins each day at Showbiz Pizza Place. That's your cue as a Showbiz cast member. No matter what your specific duty, to present
he's
a
a
real
duty.
showstopper, to make certain your audience is thoroughly entertained. Because remember, every hour you're on the job, whether you're in or outside the restaurant, you're a promoter with pizzazz. You're in the entertainment
Pizzazz.
business.
That's kind of like
You're in
pizza, but with
showbiz.
an extra Z.
Promotion, the outside job.
Everyone at Showbiz is involved in providing family entertainment. But the star of the promotional show is the restaurant's program director.
Oh,
with special
was the beer.
assistance from the promotions crew and Billy Bob, and direction
Billy
from
Bob.
the management team.
Is she just making up random numbers?
Hello, Mr. Peters. This is Judy Lemon, the program director at Showbiz Pizza Place at Gage Center. Yes, how are you today? The reason I'm calling is I was looking at the newspaper article on the Children's Fun Run, and I was hoping maybe Showbiz might be able to get involved in some way.
What
the program director is the contact person at Showbiz. She takes and
That's
makes
kind of
dozens
creepy.
of personal and telephone calls every day to arrange various promotional activities. Her main task? To get the Showbiz name up in lights. To get the
I mean, I
name out
guess-
into the community and show that Showbiz is interested
There's
in the
good
city.
points in being like,
and so in turn, get more people interested in Showbiz.
proactive.
Okay, Monday at 10, that would be fine. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
But it feels kind of weird calling people about children's events.
The program director also handles booking Billy Bob outside the restaurant. Whether the outing involves an impromptu trip to the supermarket or a planned visit to the zoo.
Fuck.
And because Billy Bob is the most valuable promotional tool at her disposal, an indispensable member of her team, she books him at every opportunity. A spare moment
Poor
in the day
guy who's
means
in
a
that
quick
suit.
trip
Poor guy or
outside
girl.
for Billy Bob.
Promotion, the inside job.
When it comes to in-store promotions, whether system-wide or local, the program director is a cheerleader, a communicator,
Yay.
a detail person, and a
Cheerleader.
taskmaster.
Well, look, let's get started. This morning, I really want to introduce a new program.
Could you take your boss
that's
seriously if they were
coming up.
fucking talking
It's
to you
gonna be
wearing
called
that
Family
cheap-ass
Fun
shit
Night.
hat?
It'll start in about 2 weeks, and it's going to run for 8 weeks. Okay, we're going to have bonus token cards. We're going to have drawings, skee ball roll-offs, whack-a-demon derbies. We're going to have grown-ups only game times, and we're really going to.
She seems so bored by it as well.
Families in during those 2 nights. I know you'll have
Like, you're not
questions
selling
about
this.
it, but as I said, I just wanted to kind of point it out to you now and get you ready for it and get you kind of excited about it and thinking about it.
Trying to get you excited about, yeah, you're bringing the fucking excitement to the room.
These are the forms I was talking about for the Mother's Day promotion, the drawing that we're going to have. Okay, now, what I want you to do is be sure that each person that comes to the cash register gets one of these because we're going to have 5 winners. 5 mothers are going to win a dozen roses each, so it's a nice gift.
Wow.
Be sure each one gets one of these and signs their mom up. Okay?
All right,
Good.
then.
Good.
We're just trying to get some MILFs
Welcome
numbers.
to Showbiz. Have you all ever been here before? No. First time? Well, you're going to have lots of fun. Did you like to ride rides? Okay, we've got lots of neat rides back here in the playroom, and I'm going to give your mom a couple of tokens. Moms, The Young and the Restless is on in the sports room if you'd like to watch that, and here's a free token for you to play
Go
games.
watch some fucking
You order your
soaps.
pizza right over there. Have a good time. Come here. Come on, give
The
me
program director and promotion team coordinate system-wide promotions.
That kid does
and
not
handle
want to be
all
there.
details of special events in restaurants like fashion shows, Halloween parties, or photograph parties, special group
Photograph?
bookings, and birthday parties.
So you guys are coaches. What do you coach?
Softball.
Girls, boys?
Girls fast pitch softball.
Oh, great. You know, our sports room has all kinds of facilities for awards, banquets, or parties. Let us know if you have anything coming up.
This feels really sinister.
How's everything going, okay?
Just fine.
Your
We're
pizza
having.
fine?
Yeah, the pizza's fine.
Pizza's
video
fine.
games- And the girls-
Nothing good, it's just fine.
Okay. If you need anything, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem.
What is wrong with that girl?
Happy birthday, dear Dawn.
Happy birthday, Dawn.
Happy birthday to you. There you go. Good.
She didn't blow it on one. She doesn't get a wish.
Good. You like chocolate cake? Everybody like chocolate? That's my favorite. Good.
Public relations, giving it all you've got.
In short, your job as a showbiz cast member is to keep the customer satisfied.
Yeah, satisfy those
Keep them
customers.
By giving them everything you've got from the minute they walk
What is
in
that
the
old man
door
doing there?
to the moment they
Get him
walk
out.
out again. Always remember, take your cue from the program director. Keep them entertained, and you
That
can be
kid
sure you'll see the
really
results of
doesn't
your
like
actions.
Billy Bob.
Gee, you have really a great place here. We were at the supermarket the other day, and Billy Bob was there and gave us some Billy Bob bucks to play all the great games. Having a fantastic
You got Ms. Pac-Man,
time.
you got
Really
normal
enjoying it.
Pac-Man.
Your ideas, your input about promotions, group bookings, Billy Bob outings, the sky's the limit, are what keep your
Sky's the limit.
showbiz entertainment fresh and always exciting.
Now, next I want to remind everybody about the $50 cash award that we give every month. For
Cash
the best
reward if you
ideas
manage
for
to hunt down
promotions
Billy
the
Bob in the
restaurant.
public.
I think everybody knows.
Bring in
Kurt
his
won
head,
out last
and you get
month.
$50.
And this month, Kurt won it with a super idea.
All right, good job, Kurt.
So now, anytime you have an idea, give it to me during the month because I send them in weekly to the marketing department
Yeah,
with my
give it to
report. And remind
It's hard to tell if that kid was scared or happy.
I want to hear some gumbo.
Screenplay, because that was really well scripted. What else we got? Hardee's. We're going to Hardee's. Jesus. Some of these are way too loud. Getting your ACT together. What do we think ACT is going to stand for? I'm going to say action, Captain Trap. Don't fucking have a clue. It's gonna be like, I don't know at all.
Thank you. Come back and see us.
C's gonna be customers surely.
22 seconds flat.
That's great.
That's
Wow.
the fastest in the business.
The fastest drive-through in the business. That's
The
what
food's
we're after.
raw.
Our Hardee's is working to have the fastest, most accurate drive-through window service in the company.
Accurate.
With the changes made in Hardee's in the last couple
He's
of
gonna be
years,
timed
that
then?
won't be hard to do. Over 50% of Hardee's business is done at the drive-through window. That makes this the busiest cash register in the restaurant.
C is gonna be cash register. I can go pets. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna leave this on there.
Because it's the busiest, it's also got to be the fastest. Americans are in love with their automobiles. We spend quite a lot of time in them, but no one likes to have to wait in a car, something we nevertheless must do a lot. People who come to our drive-thru are in a hurry, or else they would have taken the time to come inside. And because they're in a hurry, we've got to be fast. And the only way we're going to be fast is to get our act together. ACT stands for Action, Commitment, and Teamwork. It works like this. As soon as a car approaches our drive-thru, we go into action. There's no reason a customer should have to wait at the menu board. The order taker takes the order, being as polite and cheerful as possible, so the customer knows he's dealing with a person and not a machine. That brings me to commitment. Everybody in our restaurant, but especially the drive-thru crew, are committed to serving that customer as fast and accurately as possible. And to do that, you need teamwork. Everybody participates. Everybody has a job.
Your total is $3.19. Please drive through. Hi, I'm Deborah. The order taker is the nerve center of the drive-through operation. It's my job to take the customer's order accurately, being as friendly as possible, and get them to the window as quickly as possible. I guide the customer through their order, then I communicate it to the rest of the crew and help the others out as much as possible. Some tips for being a good order taker. First, you've got to be a good listener. Pay attention to the customer and speak clearly when you talk to them. Second, don't turn off the
burger now?
speaker
Let's go
too
get burgers.
fast.
Oh,
The customer may
the windows key.
want to make a change
Sorry.
in their order. Wait till you hear them driving off. Finally, do anything you can to help out your teammates. Do whatever you can to keep that customer moving.
Whatever you can.
Welcome to Hardee's. May I take your order, please?
No.
Hi, I'm Laura. This
Hey,
is
Laura.
my headquarters, the transfer cabinet. From here, I'm ready to bag any of the
This is
orders
tea?
that come
By
up
the way,
at the
tea transfer?
drive-thru. A lot of the time, I act as a go-between for the drive-thru and the back line, letting them know any special needs. It's my job to assemble the orders as quickly and as accurately as possible. Here are some special tips.
Your accent,
One,
yeah.
make sure
That's
you
why I would
have plenty of
laugh.
bags
Your
readily
accent is
available to
fucking
fill
horrible.
orders. 2, if you're also in charge
Hey.
of drawing drinks, get them first and get them out of the way. 3, if you're waiting on
Hey.
something, start bagging the next order. Just don't forget the first one. Most importantly,
I don't know where the
if
fuck
there's a
she's from, but
delay
I'm not
in
going
the
there.
order, let the window know as soon as possible so they can make a decision about pulling a car forward. Excuse me, I've got an order to fill.
she sounds like she's got a head injury.
Hi, my name is Theta. As drink drawer, my job is to
Drawer.
prepare all drinks for the drive-thru. From here at the drink station,
Fuck.
I can hear the orders come
Imagine
in from
having
the drive-thru
such a
and
shitty
have them
job of
ready,
just pouring
sometimes even
drinks.
before the customers are through placing the order. Here are some tips for the drink drawer. First,
What, it's gonna be
sure to
Coke
keep the
90%
station
of the
properly
time.
stocked with cups, lids, tea,
So
milk,
just
juice,
pour
and
a shit ton
coffee.
of Cokes and then
Finally,
piss off.
lid all drinks and mark any drinks other than Coke. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
hard
other
to
than
tell a
Coke.
Diet Coke from a Coke or a Sprite from a water. It doesn't take long to mark the lids, and the customers really appreciate it. See ya.
Oh yeah, the Sprite and water
Laura's
is
a really good
so
bagger.
fucking
She almost
similar.
always fills the orders right.
Sprite and
But
water.
everyone makes mistakes occasionally.
All that bubbly
I check the
fucking
order
water
to
you're
make
giving
sure
people.
everything's included and slide the orders down, making sure they stay in the proper sequence. If there's a problem with an order, it's my job to let the other team members know and to help get it resolved quickly.
Why are they folding them up if she just
If
has to
you're doing
open them
this
again?
job, just remember to keep your condiments,
Imagine how much
trays,
time you would have
straws, and
saved if you
napkins
didn't
stocked.
open up the seal of the fucking bag.
Thank you. Come again. And I'm Cindy, the cashier. I'm the one that deals with the customers in person. I have to handle each transaction quickly and
Food's not really this fast. I was
And most
saying it like
important,
literally,
I
they're
get
like,
to
oh,
thank
it's
the
20
customer
seconds
for
for
coming to
that.
parties.
Bullshit.
I have a few tips for you too.
How shit is
First,
your
when
food
the
if you can
customer
get it
gets to the
from
window, greet
order
him in a
to
friendly
customer
manner
in 20
and tell him
seconds?
the total of his order. Second, if there's a problem with an order,
Shut the
it's
fuck
up
up,
to
Cindy,
you
you
to
got
make a
Woolworths.
decision. Should you wait a few more seconds on the order, or if it's not ready,
I wouldn't trust
have the car
any
pull up
food
to
that's to
help
me in
speed
20
up service
seconds.
for other customers.
You're gonna be shitting your brains out.
If you're having a lot of delays, let the management know. And that's our drive-through team.
Wait a minute, what about me?
Oh, yeah. This is Irene, our manager.
That's right. It's my job to oversee the entire
I-
operation, to
I
make
thought
sure
it was
that
gonna
our
be some,
customers
like,
receive superior service
Idiot
at all
who they
times.
just like didn't want to
Right
keep
now,
around.
I'm overseeing
What about
the
me?
drive-through
Yeah,
area
this is
to
our
make sure
special
that the
needs
team is
person.
experienced and everyone is working well together. It's also my job to make sure that the employees are all part of the team. For instance, the back line. It's essential that all backline employees work well together. No matter
And this is
how
where we
fast
keep
the
the ugly
frontline
people
and
that
the
don't have to look at the
drive-through crews are,
customers.
if there's no product, the service will be slow. The backline crew is an essential part of the team. The production cabinet helps, but it must be used properly. If there is a delay, the backline must inform
Why are
the
you
bagger as
fucking
soon as
cleaning it?
possible. A team doesn't always have to be this big, but it does have to be this good. Lots of parties offer service as fast as ours with fewer people. Remember,
Yeah, we're
a
fucking
team is
wasting
only as
money.
strong as its weakest link.
Our team has set a speed goal of 30 seconds.
That's so shit. The fact that they go, this is how we can, regardless of what they cut to or who they cut to, is going to be like, oh yeah, you're the weakest link, aren't you?
Our team
There you
has
go,
set a
there's your
speed
weakest
goal
link
of
right there.
30-second service and an accuracy goal of 100%. We want our customers to spend as little time as possible in the drive-through window.
We want
while
to
giving
deal with
them
those people as
hospitable
little as
service and
possible.
the best food in town. It's easy to do. All you have to do is get your act together. That's action, commitment, and
I was right with
teamwork.
action. I knew it. I don't know how to read. My name's Cindy, and I don't know how to read. The rest of the team has to carry me the whole time. What do we got next? I'm going to look for something that's different. What the fuck is this? I'm putting this one literally because it's of the name. The name is sold me automatically. I don't know what this is. I just opened up, found a playlist of training videos, opened a bunch of them so they were ready. This one is called Stuff That Made Me Watch at Publix. I guess is a chain of some sort. Exploding Clowns. Oh. This can't be real. Was that trip necessary? I can we just go to see a clown explode. Alright. I guess we are. R.I.P. the clown. What have you walked into? We're watching training videos. I don't know what the fuck this is meant to be training for. How you doing, pig? I don't see any ducks. Where are the ducks? Damn it! Why does the clown keep exploding? I wish I could tell you what's going on here. This is allegedly a training video. But it just features a clown exploding again and again. Is he going to blow up again? Oh, he dropped something. Oh. You're going to trip on a banana peel? Oh my god, he exploded. It's training you how to deal with a clown that's exploded. Obviously. What the fuck is going on? He didn't want to fall. The special effects in this are amazing. Oh, no, he dropped his ice cream. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he exploded. Is this the whole video? Oh. I think it's going to be. I like it. There's two clowns. There's the one in the dark coat, one in the light coat. Joe's Mask can be a wild place hanging out with all these clowns. You got this guy, the one in the white coat, who actually will take the pratfall. The one in the dark coat just doesn't, is not committing to this at all. It's like, I ain't falling for this. Is that it? Oh my god. What do you want?
That type humor's been around for years. We're still laughing at reruns of old movies like the Keystone Cops or Laurel and Hardy.
All right.
Even one of our major yogurt manufacturers is using that type humor in their commercials today. The type humor is funny when it's on stage or television, but how about in real life? Unfortunately,
is this
the
safety
situations you just saw closely parallel accidents that occur in Publix every day.
It is. It's a safety video.
These accidents that you just saw were staged. In our store, they're not. The accidents that occur in our stores...
How to stop your clowns from exploding.
Suffering. In addition to that, there's a lot of expense involved in slips and falls. In 1 year alone,
it's clown safety.
$2 million for better than 1,200 accidents. That's an average of $1,800 per accident.
$1,800 per accident?
Wow. To keep these type things from happening? It has been said that there's no such thing as an accident.
Well, there
People
is,
are injured because
idiot.
of unsafe acts or unsafe conditions. Let's take a look at some real live situations and see what we can do to cut down on the number of slips and falls that occur in our stores. If we can clear up some
Thank God this guy's got
unsafe
so much
conditions that
charisma.
exist in our stores
He's
today,
really carrying
we
this
can
video.
greatly reduce the amount of pain and suffering that our customers experience. Equally important, we can cut down on the cost of doing business.
Oh, look at that. Too many boxes. Don't throw the box on the ground, you idiot. Now that woman's going to trip and fall.
Whenever you're stocking during the hours that your store is open for business, be sure to keep boxes and trash out of the way of your customers.
Throw it at her.
We all want to be friendly and
This is all
sociable with
propaganda
our
by
fellow
Big
employees,
Clown.
but it's
Trying
more
to keep us only
important
for our
that we
own
pick the
clowns.
proper place
Damn it.
and time.
I knew it.
Whenever you are pushing a stock float on the sales floor, it is important.
Oh my
that you
God,
look
they're
where
going to
you're
crash.
going. It's also important that
Fuck,
the
that
float
was
be
close.
loaded properly so that you can see over the stock that is on the float. Even though it is not always convenient to stop and
Oh
pick
no,
things
you
up
dropped
right
all
away,
it. Put it back
it is
in.
something that must be done.
5 second rule.
It
You're
takes
at.
a lot less time to pick things up than it does to fill out an accident report. Whenever an unsafe condition exists, never leave it unattended while you go for cleanup material. The very
Oh, no,
accident
she's
you
gonna
were trying
trip.
to prevent
Oh.
just might happen while you're gone. Always get another employee to stand guard while you're gone.
Is that an
If no
employee?
one
I
is
thought it was just
available,
another customer.
Then be sure to put something over or around the spill or broken product. Several years ago, we had an emphasis program. Don't pass it up, pick it up. That
Good
was
advice.
not a one-year project. It is as true today as it ever was. Every employee in the store must be constantly on the lookout for unsafe conditions, no matter where they happen or
Pick
when.
everything up.
Safety is everyone's job.
They're going to crash. Oh no. We're safe. Oh no, did she leave something on the ground?
Water on the floor is one of the greatest hazards that exist in our stores today.
She left water on the floor, Jesus.
You should never leave a wet spot where you've been working. Again, be sure to leave the area guarded, either by another employee or make sure it's blocked off. Also, when drying
one
up
could
an
have
area,
died.
be sure it is completely dry before you leave.
You ain't never leaving.
There are already enough unsafe conditions around us today without us setting a trap for our fellow man. Using common
Set a
sense
trap.
will go a long
Oh my
way
God, she's gonna
toward
fall.
solving problems. Always look before you come through a door, especially onto the sales floor. Also be aware of the fact that a small child might be in front of the door. Never rush out a door. If you don't hit
Set a
someone with
trap
the
for you,
door,
fella, mate.
you might
Exactly,
have to
that's
make
what
a
I'm gonna do
sudden
after
stop,
this.
and the product you're carrying might fall
I'm just
off.
gonna leave boxes
Remember,
everywhere.
Safety is everyone's job. Always be on the lookout for unsafe acts or conditions that might exist in your store. Pick up anything that you see that might cause an accident.
Anything.
Be on the lookout for wet
People,
spots that
pick
might
them up.
cause a slip or a fall.
If somebody's
Remember,
blocking that
wet
aisle,
spots should never
pick
be
them
left
up and move
unattended.
them away.
If you cannot find an employee to stand guard while you go for cleanup material, then be sure to barricade it.
What if you don't have anything to
Also,
barricade it with?
remember that wet
Idiot.
spots must be dried completely before you leave them. Above all else, remember,
Wet spots, so if you
don't
piss
pass it
yourself,
up,
make sure you dry before you
it
go
up.
back out. Produced and directed by Cliff Morgan. Thank you, Cliff Morgan. You did a fantastic job. Starring comic characters Roger Fernando. Those are terrible clown names. That was fucking weird. I mean, obviously got normal to begin with, but like using exploding clowns to symbolize how to. This one looks amazing. Like what injuries might happen. We got a burger wrap. Hopefully this trains us how to make burgers. Oh. I like the name WWW Satan McNugget there. Satan McNugget, my favorite burger employee.
Hey, Greg, what's up? Not much. Mary's up front. She wants to see you. Right?
Yeah, you fucked up. Mary's gonna tell you off.
Hi, Bill.
Hey.
God, it's been years since I've had the clock in anywhere.
Yeah, Mary, what's up?
I'm going to pull you off fries today because I want you to learn grill. Have
Yeah,
you
you're
clocked
an
in?
idiot.
Let's get started.
You burnt the last bunch of fries, you dumbass.
You're familiar with the grill, but let me show you a few things you might not already know. The meat is here in the cold well.
Yeah.
And the cheese is over here.
What?
Bun warmer
Cheese?
up above keeps the buns warm and fresh. Remember, we serve 100% pure ground beef. It's
Ground
fried in
beef?
squares so that the meat
But
hangs
it's
over
human.
the bun. Now, the tape I'm going to show you will show you how to... Here's a crew guide and the grill training tape. Why don't you have a look at the tape first, and I'll check back with you in a few minutes.
All right.
She's a bit touchy-feely. No, this is a Krusty Krab. This is fucking disturbing. Oh shit, you broke it.
What the? You're about to learn some grill skills. So let's get busy now. Come on, let's go.
Oh shit. It's kicking off now.
Now working the grill, Bill, it ain't so tough. But first of all, you got to check your stuff. Like a grill that's set at 250. With
250.
the meat and cheese that's ready to go. A towel to keep your station looking cool. But most of all, you got to have your tool.
You gotta have your. Oh, it's filthy now. You've been touching it.
Are you with me now?
That's not hygienic.
Get ready. We're gonna lay them down. Now, beats got grain to it just like wood. You
Yeah,
got
it's
to follow
Wendy's.
the arrow to lay it down like you should. From the front to the back, you got to lay it down. Space it evenly, not scattered around. Next, you got to salt the meat from the back to the front to make the taste complete. Not too little, not too much. With a little finesse, you'll get
Pouring
the touch.
soda all over it.
What's coming up
The one in the
next
middle
is
was
our key to
covered.
success. We'll turn the meat and do a 400 press. Don't wait too long, I emphasize, or the meat won't reach the proper size. When things start to sizzle, you're ready to go. Gently turn the meat, but don't be slow. Just turn them over easily. We don't want a broken patty, that's a guarantee. Press out the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock it a bit, are you keeping score? The reason you
That
press,
looks
you
fucking
gotta think. When
gross.
the meat hits the grill, it starts to shrink.
We start shrinking when we hit that grill. You know it will. We start shrinking when we hit that grill. You know
This
it
is the
will.
best video ever. I want to go to Wendy's now.
No longer rise, you can serve that patty, it'll win a prize. It takes about 4 minutes to cook, but just to make sure you can have a look. Use your tool and double check, it should be gray and moist. To
Why
be
are you
correct.
cutting the
And
burger?
on this place, you're ready to go. Drain the meat.
Is this a
just
parody?
like
No.
so. Once the draining is totally done, place the patty squarely on the heel of that bun. Now there you go, Billy, you give it a shot. Don't be afraid, I think you're gonna be hot.
That was it. Amazing. I think that's the best video we've ever watched. I'm glad you were all here to truly, truly experience it. I'm just looking at what other ones we've got. I've got like tons and tons of queued up. We've got another Blockbuster one. We got a Chuck E. Cheese. What's this? Oh, that one's I'm morbidly curious about. What is this one? We'll go with this one. Go with this one. God damn it! I always click the wrong one. This, you don't hear that in the back when you trip to Wendy's? You're gonna be disappointed. Exactly. Once you go to America, because it's American, it's not gonna happen at your local Wendy's, Palmer. If you go to your local Wendy's, they're gonna be singing Oasis. But there, in the US, they've got the burger wrap. The Game Crazy Selling Skills Challenge.
Hello, everybody. Keith Croft along with Bobby Payne, bringing
Bobby
you the best
Payne.
of Game Crazy at the Game Crazy Selling Skills Challenge. That's where talent, skills, knowledge,
He
and
looks
great
so
value
excited to be
come
here.
together to create the ultimate games destination.
That's right, Keith. We're going to see some fierce competition out there today. They're going to have to give it all they got to be successful out there.
Is
because
Taco
today's
Bell
game
hat?
isn't about
Taco
scoring
Bell's
points, getting
Brady
kills,
Buff.
or saving the
I'll be
universe from
right.
alien domination. No, Keith, today's game is all about selling.
That's right, Bobby, but the kind of selling we're talking about isn't high pressure, some loud, obnoxious pitch. At Game Crazy, selling's about identifying needs, building relationships, and maximizing the gaming experience for our guests.
And it's all done by focusing on 5 key selling areas: hardware, used games, MVP, trades, and pre-orders. So let's go down to the game floor where Zelda Scott will take us through our keys to the game. Zelda.
Thanks, Casey and BP. I'm down here in the His House, you know, the Heezy, with the GC Posse to get the 411 on Game Crazy. Let's start with the hardware. This is like a gamer's ride, dog. And if you sell them the right ride, you got a better chance of selling some 20-inch chrome rims later. Know what I'm saying? The key here is to sell them the system that's right for them so that they'll keep coming back for more accessories and games. And speaking of games, Game Crazy's got all the fly new game titles, but we've also got the mad hookup when it comes to used games. And they can't hate on our used games because they play like new, come with a 90-day guarantee, and they cost less.
Yes.
Booyah!
You know what she's saying? Neither do
For
I.
the
'cause I
real
can't put it in my headphones on.
hardcore players, the ones that are crazy tight with the GC,
Ooh,
we've got
tight.
the MVP card. The MVP card means upfront revenue for Game
Something about
Crazy
rimming?
and higher trade values, special discounts, and exclusive tournaments for
I
the
mean,
players.
she looks like she's
Trades
done
are where
some.
Game Crazy makes crazy dollars, and players can get mad values. It also means
This
that
is fucking
Game Crazy's
offensive.
got the used game hookups on the latest games. And finally,
Final Fantasy
pre-orders. Now this is for
XI.
the real serious players, the
know it's
ones
11.
who've got to get the new games first and beat them before anyone else. They can check out our Reserve Now
Max
board.
Payne 2?
Check out our product slicks in the Reserve
Pet
Now
Full, well, of
binder.
course, everybody's
Put
really excited about
$5
the new
down,
Pet Full
and
game.
they've got a reservation at the hottest game spot in town, Game Crazy.
Game
Well,
Crazy.
that's it from down on the floor, y'all. This
Y'all?
is Zelda Scott, and those are the keys to the game. Peace out.
Peace out.
Thanks, Zelda. And now,
Even he didn't know what
let's
the fuck she
get
was saying.
ready to rumble as we begin the Game Crazy Sales Challenge with hardware sales.
Hardware. Hard. And Soccermon versus, I didn't even see what his name was. I'm trying to buy a Nintendo.
Hi, welcome to Game Crazy.
Hi.
Hi, what system are you interested in today?
Well, it's my son's birthday and I'm looking for some video games, but I'm really not sure what he wants.
All right, what system does he play?
Oh, and here he goes asking the right question.
Ooh.
He's off to a good start, Keith.
System. You know what? That's what I need. I need a system and some video games.
You need a system. He doesn't have one.
Sorry, I'm just all brand new to this.
No, it's fine. Basically, there's 3 platforms to pick from. You have an
There's
Xbox,
Nintendo,
a
there's a
PlayStation
Nintendo,
2,
and a Nintendo.
GameCube. But to figure out which one is right for you, I'm gonna have to ask you a couple questions. So, how old is your son?
47.
He's turning 12 and he's in middle school.
Okay. What kind of games does he like to play?
His favorite is driving games.
All right. How about DVD movies?
The critical movie question.
The movie.
The kids love the movies, Keith.
He does have a TV, and this will be in his room, so, you know, that would be great.
He needs to
How
have
about
access to
online
porn.
You know, I'm not so comfortable with that.
Well, you know, actually, it's pretty safe and secure, but I understand your concerns.
Yeah, there's only so many pedophiles out there. Now I ain't gonna
How
get
about
your
friends? Will you
son.
have friends over?
Absolutely. He has 2 or 3 buddies that I know he'd have over.
All right, so based on what you're telling me, I'd probably recommend a Sony PlayStation 2.
So your friends will call him a
Has some
slur.
great racing titles.
And we
you can
give
play
him
up
the
to 4
GameCube.
players at once. You
Particularly
can play
'cause it's
DVD
purple.
movies. And while it's not the best online system, you can definitely tap into it later on down the line if you decide to go that route.
The best online
Great
system, bullshit.
suggestion. What a lucky kid.
Wow, sounds great. I think
I mean, I
that's what
guess
need.
you're
That's a
lying
great
because you're
choice.
making a sale.
Basically, what we're going to do is say, put some
But of that
accessories,
generation, the
a
Xbox
DVD remote,
had the better
a wireless
online
controller,
system.
and we're going to have to get you some memory cards to get you started.
Perfect.
Okay.
And there's
Once
the add-on.
He's really
you still
selling
got to the
ultimate
free, that
gaming experience.
relatively
Let's go
even
down
out.
to the floor with Zelda, who's standing by with Ryan.
Oh god, she's
Dog,
back.
that was the bomb diggity, my friend. How'd you
my
do
God.
it, dog?
Well, Zelda, actually,
It's
it was really
genuinely
simple.
like
I just found out
offensive.
what she was looking
Some
for.
dickhead
I needed
watched
to know who was going to be playing the
like
system,
a Snoop
what
Dogg
kind of
music
games
video
she
and
was
went,
gonna be
"Fuck it,
playing,
this is
what
how
she
kids
could
talk,
afford,
right?"
and then what kind of features she might want later on down the line. I suggested the right system with the right accessories, built trust and a relationship, and after that, it was easy.
You
Well,
think
you
it's been-
certainly made it
I
look
guess
that way,
so,
dog.
but it also
There
just
you have
feels
it.
like
Back to you, Casey.
Oh, thank you, Zelda. And now,
No.
on to our next challenge. When
It's coming
high
off legit
margins
that
and great
whoever wrote
values
the
come
script for
together,
this
it's used
had
games.
seen, drop it like it's hot or something like that, and went, "That's how people talk."
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Game Crazy. What can I help you find?
What the hell? No, sorry.
Madden fan, huh?
Madden,
The
a
fact
very
that she,
popular.
I know, but she looks like she's fucking 47 or something like that. That she's done crack, and she's working in a fucking game store. Just
title
surprised
It
me.
certainly is, Keith.
Actually, yeah, I have it over here new, but you know what? I have it over there used for $10 less.
Yeah, I don't know about you. It sounds sketchy. It could be broken.
Sounds
no,
sketchy.
You know, our used games
No,
play
it's
just
not,
as well
idiot.
as our new games, and they come with a 90-day guarantee. So if it doesn't play, you just bring it on back to me.
Yeah, I still don't know.
You know what? Why don't we go try
You're
it
going to
out?
make $20 more.
Really? Yeah,
Fuck
totally.
off. This is her first job at it. Like, fair enough.
So, what'd you think?
Fucking
Looks good.
shut
I'm
up.
hooked on this used thing.
Sold.
The demo
Fair enough that
always
you
clinches it.
Great. Well, if you like
try to
that,
sell
I've
used
also got
initially.
ESPN
But he's
football
gone nuts.
used and
You're making $10
NCAA
extra for the fucking
Zelda,
business.
What's her secret?
Hey, girlfriend, what's the dilly, yo?
Well, Zelda, used games are just a great value.
I guess they actually
When
do
I
make a
told him
bigger
about
profit
his
margin on
savings
used,
and
don't
the
they?
90-day guarantee, it just really got his interest. The demo was just to reassure him he was getting a quality product. That was the clincher.
Well, big ups to you, girl. That was off the heezy for sheezy.
Yeah, see
Hey,
that.
honey?
Thank you, Zelda.
If
And
it
now
wasn't for
let's
his
get back to
reaction,
the fundamentals with
where he's
trade.
dogging on it would come across completely legit.
Okay, so one new copy of Ninja Gaiden. Bet you're gonna try to beat this today, huh?
I would like to buy a game when it's brand
That's
new,
like
take it home
definitely
and
a
read it.
joke for
I
gamers.
usually buy my stuff over at Best Buy, but I figured I'd give you guys a try.
Possible big box convert?
Could be, Keith. Could be.
Oh, so you're new to Game Crazy. Do you know about our whole
No.
buy, play, trade thing?
No, what's that?
Well, it's really what we're all about. It sounds like you're the kind of guy who likes to beat a game as soon as
She
you
does
get
come
it.
across
So
like
this is
literally she's
perfect for
hot.
you. You could take all those games that you've already beaten, trade them in for credit for anything else that you want.
I mean, I could take the games I've got at home.
I don't know. It's tough.
And get new games for less?
That's
There's a big part of
do
my
that over
brain
at
that
Best
is incredibly
definitely
judgmental
coming here
and
to get
shouldn't be.
Great. Well, in that case,
Um,
it's definitely going to
but I can't help but like
MVP.
see
Did I hear that right? Zelda,
somebody like this who looks like
You heard
she's
it right, K-Dog.
in
Dale
her
is getting
mid to late
extremely
30s,
jiggy with it
which
by
is sort of
going for the
judgmental as it
MVP.
is.
Let's see what happens.
But like using them as an example of somebody
What's the
working
MVP
in a
card?
retail job
Well, the MVP card is our
always sort
membership
of
card.
throws
It's
me
meant
as
for
well.
Hardcore gamers. It'll save you some serious cash.
Like
How's
surely
that?
if you're in retail, you tend to be,
Do the math for
you know, in your
Well, you know
20s
all the old
or
games
teens
that you have
even.
at home? You bring them in, and with an MVP card, you get 10% more
By the time you
value
reach
for
your
your
30s, you
trade-ins,
should
and
be
then an additional 10%
going
off
for a
anything
more
that you want to buy in the store
career.
that's used.
Okay, so how much is that going to run me?
Well, the MVP card is it's about $20.
I know again it's incredibly judgmental,
Yeah,
shitty of me.
I know.
I
Well, look,
appreciate
you're a
that, but it
serious
just
gamer,
it does
so you're
throw
already
me.
going to spend a lot of cash here, and this way, as an MVP,
Particularly when
you
you're
can buy
doing
more
a
and play more.
video
makes
like this
sense,
where you need
but
to do like the proper example,
We
the
also have
perfect
special
example
deals
rather.
every month that are exclusive for MVP customers, and we have exclusive game tournaments only for MVPs.
What kind of tournaments?
Actually, we have a Soul Calibur tournament coming up this
Soul
weekend.
Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
That's what I said.
All right, you got me.
She clinches it with the tournament.
This guy is psyched about Game Crazy.
Sign me up for the tournament and give me one of the MVP cards, too.
Great, you'll be glad you did.
I haven't
Zelda,
actually
she
had a
really
Game
came
Crazy
up with
hit.
a big play there.
You know it, KC. Give it up, G-Unit. You showed some mad skills there.
Jesus.
First with the trades and then the MVP. You go, girl. How'd you do it?
Well, Zelda, trades are a real eye-opener, especially for our new guests. I never miss the opportunity to tell our new guests about the trading. Once they realize how much farther their gaming dollars go, they never go back to the big bucks.
And that MVP, that was crunk.
That
Well,
was
the MVP
crunk.
card, I mean, once the guy
Remember when
realized
people said
how
crunk?
quickly it would pay for itself, it was a no-brainer.
We should bring
The guy's
crunk
a
back.
hardcore gamer, so, I mean, it just made sense for him. And the tournament, that put him over the top.
True dat, girl. Home slices?
Truly spectacular.
Home
Zelda.
slices.
Now let's see if Ryan can sell a value that can't be seen as we move on to the pre-order.
Oh my god. Pre-orders. Tara, hardcore gamer.
Hey, welcome to Game Crazy.
Hey, thanks.
How's it going?
Good.
Right on. You're a Final Fantasy fan, I see, by your shirt.
He was
Yeah,
just
that's
looking
right.
at her tits.
You guys have the new one yet?
Well, actually, it doesn't come out for a couple weeks yet, but you can pre-order it.
No, that's okay. I think I'll just come back later.
Look, you know how Final Fantasy is. You definitely want to do this because you know it's going to sell out.
You're right. Final Fantasy does sell out pretty quickly. I think I'll do that.
All right, it's just $5 down, and we guarantee you one the day it comes out.
Oh, I have to put money down?
Yeah, but it's only $5. Actually, you're Tara, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Aren't you an MVP member?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What's your phone number?
It's 555.
He's just trying to get a number, the dirty
4655.
pervert. I just,
You know,
she
you
was
have
just licking her
$17
lips
in
constantly
trading
while
credit
talking.
here. All we're going to do is take $5, roll it right onto Final Fantasy.
Gross.
That way you'll have it in your hands the day that it comes out.
The trade credit. I didn't see that coming.
A great call. That sealed
The game has literally never sold out
Where did he
ever.
come up with that?
Well, particularly
Great,
like,
let's do that.
All right, and since you like Final Fantasy, we actually just got a copy of Kingdom Hearts traded in. You'll definitely be into this game if you like Final Fantasy.
This looks pretty cool. I'll use this for the rest of my credit.
All right.
particularly Final Fantasy XI.
Well,
She
that
had
trade credit move was the
T-shirt of
bomb.
Crystal Chronicles, which
Zelda,
is a fucking
actually,
dog
it's
shit
really
game.
no big deal. I knew that she wanted that game in her hands the day that it came out.
But
By
like
pre-order,
11 would have
we
sold
actually
out at all.
guaranteed
No one
that.
had
The trade
PlayStation
credit
Online.
move was just a little nudge she needed to commit.
Well, you heard it here, fellas. Ryan is slinging the bling-bling to get that paper. That's all
Fucking
from
hell.
here, Casey. This has been Zelda Scott, representing for Game Crazy. Keep it real,
Representing.
Casey.
That was it. That was it. I wanted more of that. I wanted to learn what to do next. It just finished too quickly. Well, I guess not. I was just seeing it like quickly doing a quick scroll to be like, is there any more in that series? Right, we're gonna learn how to deal with angry customers. That was the next video. Oh shit, here she comes. Run! Karen's on the loose. Is this Al Bundy?
Hello? Does anybody work here?
Nope.
What is this, self-service? Hello? Hello?
Hello? For evaluation, not for training. So you can't actually train watching this one.
Hello, I'm
Hello.
Jay Taylor, and
Hi.
I'm here to help you deal more effectively with angry customers.
Oh my goodness.
Now, we all know that it's customers who keep your company in business. And your job is to
True.
satisfy as many as you possibly can because, well, let's face it, keeping customers is just as important as getting them.
Why do you recognize
Angry
this?
customers
Don't
can
know.
be internal
Were
or
you trained on
external,
this tape?
face-to-face or over the telephone. The way you deal with them is the same. So,
Potentially
how do
people
you
watched it.
deal with
I don't know.
angry customers? Oh,
maybe somebody else has done a
Sorry to
reaction
keep
to
you
this.
waiting. My name is Paul. How may I help you?
I don't know. You tell me.
What, do you want shoes?
I am Mrs. Decker. I bought these shoes last week to wear
You're
to
not
my
allowed to do
daughter's
customer
wedding.
using work?
This morning I
You
tried them
restraining
on,
order
and
on
before I
everybody.
could walk
You
to the
didn't
mirror,
do
the
watch
heel
this.
broke.
Nice.
Now the wedding is Saturday.
Yeah?
My dress is fine.
Huh?
The shoe is dead.
Wow, shit. Do you want me to arrange a
First,
funeral?
deal with the person's feelings. Apologize that the situation occurred.
Mrs. Decker, could we come over here and discuss this, please?
He sounds so cowardly.
You must be upset. I'm really sorry this happened.
You're being sorry.
Can we
Doesn't
go
put
over
these
here,
shoes on my
please?
feet.
Put
I
yourself
don't want
in the
anybody else to
customer's
see me
place.
cry.
Listen to the whole story without interrupting. Maintain eye contact. Nod your head. Show the customer you're really listening. Until they're calm, they won't even hear you.
What kind
That's
of
actually
place
true.
is this? No one cares
Whenever
about
I've done
quality
customer serving
anymore.
roles,
I know, and I'm going to do
that's
everything I
usually
can
been my
to correct the
technique.
situation.
Is just
Now,
fucking let
whatever
them
you
vent
do,
this shit out.
don't let
Just
the customer
go,
make
"Alright,
you
whatever."
defensive.
You're not
He's
going to
angry
fucking
at
do
the
anything
situation,
until you had
not
you cry.
What you want to do is focus the anger. Ask questions.
Blame the
Questions help
shoe company,
control
not
the
me.
dialogue and get you the information you'll need later on to solve the problem.
It just makes me furious.
I'd be too, Mrs. Decker, and I'm sure we can
Yeah,
work
let's
it
go
out.
sue
Do you mind
them.
if I ask you a few questions?
Hurry up. The wedding is Saturday.
This will just take a minute. Now,
Well,
when
it's
did
gonna
you
take
buy the
5
shoes?
working
By any
days.
chance, do you have the receipt?
Tuesday, and yes,
Oh, I see you bought these on sale.
that's true. But so what? They're still no good.
Yeah,
Sell
all of our
custom
sale
blouses
shoes just
Tuesday
break.
because they're on sale. I'm tired of this.
All right, you've gotten a dialogue started. You understand the customer's feelings. Now, reflect those feelings
Why would you say,
back to the
oh, you
customer.
bought this on sale?
Give feedback.
You know, I can just imagine how frustrating this must be. I mean, with all you have to do to get ready for your daughter's wedding, you certainly don't want to have to go around returning shoes.
I do have one or two
Surely
more
you're
things
too young
do.
to have a daughter.
Now, summarize the facts, just to be sure you've understood them correctly.
You bought these shoes on Tuesday. You tried them on for the first time today. They broke, and you need them by the end of the week. And since they're a sale item, you're worried about their being returnable.
Well, they're certainly not wearable.
Let's just take a
How
moment
far
to
back
see
in
where
time do you
we
have to
are.
say, go for it to say
You
that
have
it
dealt
would
with
still
the
be helpful?
customer's feelings.
Well,
You've apologized that the
last
situation
week.
occurred, empathized,
2
you've
minutes
asked
ago?
questions, you've given feedback, and you've summarized
I think it's come
the
back in
situation.
vogue.
Now it's time to deal with the customer's problem. Step number 1, find out exactly what the customer wants you to do.
I
Repair the
want you
shoe?
to give me my money back.
Of course, sometimes you can't do exactly what your customer wants. If that's the case, then you
What
should
are the
explain what
fucking
you
pictures
can do.
behind them?
Suggest
These
alternate
are all the
solutions,
customers that
and
died.
then try to reach agreement.
Mrs. Decker, I wish we could give you a cash refund.
But we're
since
actually
the shoes were
broke.
purchased on sale, we can't do that. But here's what we can do. We can exchange them for another pair. We can give you a credit slip. Or we can repair them for you at no expense. Now, that might be your best way to go since you need the shoes for the wedding. Which would you prefer?
Surely the best way to
them
go
today?
is to just trade
We
them,
can
right?
send them out on a rush for you. We'll have them back the day after tomorrow, which should be plenty of time for you.
Paul's doing the right thing here. He's sharing information with the customer about his procedures. This helps him get agreement on a course of action.
All right. Now you're absolutely sure they'll be here the day after
Nope.
tomorrow.
They'll be here 9 a.m. sharp, I promise. Please ask for me when you come in to pick them up.
Thank
He ain't
you.
gonna
I
be there.
will.
He's quitting
Thank you,
right
Mrs. Decker.
away.
And again, I'm really sorry this happened. So we'll see you the day after tomorrow. Bye now.
Thank you again.
Oh, bullshit. Like, she'd be happy after that. She just suddenly
That situation was
changes
well
her
handled.
mood.
The customer was obviously angry, and the service rep was able to diffuse her anger and solve the
Like
problem.
she was a bomb.
But what about those times when your customer is internal, someone you work with, at the next desk, or in the next department?
Oh my god, there wasn't any more to the video. It just got changed. Jesus. I wanted to see the rest of it. I feel ripped off. Let's Go back to the start. We need to see more Showbiz Pizza. Sing along.
At Showbiz, we make
It's
pizza
Showbiz.
good and we make pizza fun. Now, here's how we make birthdays special.
Oh. I'll make your birthday
The party
special.
line is your first step toward that special day. In the multiple market areas, we will continue to rely upon the existing central reservation system to book parties. For you single market areas, select one person to answer the phone and be your booking agent. That one person will be
I
your
was just
direct
trying to.
link
My
with the
vape
public.
coil's burned out again.
Watch. With a good party line, your profits will get bigger.
I'm trying to see if there's any for sale, but there just isn't.
I can't think of a thing, but I would like it to be something special.
Oh, yes, a birthday he'll remember.
Tommy Johnson, it's your birthday!
Happy birthday!
This is the TV spot. It's in use, and it's already building demand in your area.
All your friends, and a special birthday gift. But wait, Tommy, that's not all. A birthday song just for you, performed by the one and only Rock-a-Fire Explosion. Pretty neat, huh?
That is pretty neat.
Now that's what we need, Showbiz Pizza Place.
Of course, why didn't I think of that before? I'll give them a call right now.
Why is it so silent?
Showbiz Pizza Place party line. A successfully handled party line is that next most
Is
important
Rich
step.
on the other end?
When the customer calls for the information, be sure your operator is courteous, accurate, and helpful.
It looks just
Be sure the
disturbing.
personal attention their party will receive is mentioned,
Who
as
went
well
to
as the
places
food and
like
drink
this?
Included. Inform them of the
Like, there's
table
nothing
setting
charming about it.
that
It's
comes with
fucking
each party.
terrifying.
And be sure to tell them what gifts their child can take home with them. Now, all these party line procedures are provided in the new birthday package. Look for them
Ooh, package.
and use them. As you can see here, the table has been set for a birthday party. Take note of the throne and crown for the guest of honor. Also, note the activity created by your people.
Clowns!
This
Are they going to
attention to
explode?
detail, this creation of a party atmosphere
Jesus.
from the outset is essential for the third step. Make everyone at the party
dorky-looking kid.
feel special. The host and hostess are there to keep things running smoothly and to make sure everyone is having a good time.
Everybody at Showbiz wants to wish you a very happy birthday, Johnny.
Wow, thank you. This is the best birthday ever.
Well, it's not over yet.
He's trying to remember his lines.
Here you go.
Wow, I got a
Listen, you can take that home with you today. Isn't that great?
book. Amazing.
I have a surprise for you. Look, here's a hug from Billy Bob.
Wow, he got a hug with a giant bear.
What we are showing you here are only a few ways your people can manufacture fun. They can lead the singing of the happy birthday song, make a big deal of Showbiz's present. They can even talk to the children.
Oh my god, I can
And
talk to
don't
children?
forget
Are you
about the
sure about
picture
that?
They take of the guest of honor with Billy Bob. It's a real treat for the
Fucking hell,
parents.
that kid's just beating the shit out of the guy.
Remember that each party is a special event.
You like that,
Use
Billy?
your imagination.
Billy,
For no more time than
Harder.
you're spending now for a birthday party, you can create something special where everyone is having a good time and you are making more money.
You're making more money. Exploit those children. Make that money.
Showbiz now makes birthdays special, and you make showbiz. You are only a few steps away from a
Is
successful
this Five Nights
party.
at Freddy's?
After all, a birthday is just an ordinary day, unless the party is at
Oh,
stake.
so that's where they're ending this. Remember, a birthday's just an ordinary day. It's nothing special. We were all born, and we will all die. Remember that. Don't use this! What an aggressive title. Some of the training video titles are so rude. Like, the next one they just automatically queued up is there is, Hardee's, your reputation is on the line. Like, I give a shit about that being my reputation? Nintendo of America introduces customer service training. Let's learn how to sell a Nintendo.
You work
my
hard.
God.
You do a good job.
Yeah?
You're nice to your customers.
I try to be.
Why then must you suffer the headache of returns?
Oh, yeah, bastards.
Excuse me, I'd like to return this Nintendo. Who do I talk to about that?
Tell you what, you'll need to go
You
right back there to the electronics
shove
area
it
and
up
maybe
your
have me
ass.
help.
Gosh, you know, I haven't really got a lot of time. Could you take care of it
Yeah,
here,
I'd
please?
love to, but I can't. I need to send you to electronics right back there. They'd be happy to help you.
All right, thank you.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
Customer service sent me over to talk to you to give this to you.
Oh,
If you take a look at
right.
it, I don't know what's the matter with it. It was working, and now it's not working, so I'd appreciate if you, take a look at it.
Shat
I'll
on
an
it.
exchange for it if I
Look.
could.
Exchange.
Yes, sir.
Do you have? Well,
I tried to shit
we'll
on
take
it.
a look
Why
at it
don't you
here.
take a look at it?
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you.
Do you know what's on here?
No. I mean, the kids couldn't have done anything.
I'm calling the
The
police.
kids, where they-
Sometimes they'll put soft drink or something on there.
No, it's not soda pop. I don't
It's
know
not soda.
Sir,
It's
it was
yes
fine.
again.
Just,
Maybe try sniffing it.
I'd appreciate it if I had an
maybe
exchange
lick
on
a
it.
little
I
bit.
have, an appointment I gotta get going.
You know, I'd really like to help you out here, but I don't. An exchange.
Listen, you guys have been great in the past, and I'd, you've always taken care of me, and I'd
I'm glad
appreciate
you
an
could,
exchange.
but the warranty does specify that you have to keep it really clean because it doesn't work if it gets dirty.
Some people will go to
I'm
great
wondering-
lengths to return an abused or an out-of-warranty piece of
Abused.
merchandise.
That was abused.
What are you supposed to do? Tell them what you really think? Of course you can't do that.
Of course
How
you
about
can't.
the customer who tries to bully you into taking back something you know isn't broken? These guys are a real problem.
You people amaze me. You really amaze me. Your quality control people, they just have bats in the belfry. Bought this Game Boy yesterday, took it home, nothing. Absolutely nothing. No picture. I'm pretty sure it's the EEPROM, so if you just want to take a look at that, I'd fix it myself, but I don't really have the tools, so I'll take my money back if you...
I'm sorry you had a problem. There's nothing at all, huh?
Nope.
Well, let's see.
EEPROM.
Power on.
This is
Battery
rude.
looks okay. There's the tone. And give it a moment, and...
Yeah, I was wondering initially if there was going to be no game in it.
Got the music. Uh-huh.
You turned the
Here we go. I
brightness
think this
down.
is probably the problem. Yeah. Just needed to turn up the contrast a bit. How's that look?
Oh.
I wish it was that clear on
Of course,
an
the
OG Game
contrast. I
Boy.
think that was probably my kid didn't... I'll take it. I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what about
Fucking
the nice guys who
dumbass.
actually have a legitimate problem? In many ways, they're the toughest of all to take care of.
The
Those people are
controller
the worst.
doesn't work.
Oh.
There's a picture, but there's no action. Probably I didn't read the instructions right.
I'll just take a look here and
Did she buy it for herself?
see how it works.
I didn't want to have to bring it in, but I just couldn't get it to work. And
There you go. It's working now.
Oh, look, sweetie, it's working.
Look at it, it's working. It just keeps playing.
So
Oh yeah,
much.
Now tell me, when you plugged it in, did you put it into port number 1 or port number 2?
I put it in port number 2.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, plug it into number 1.
What?
Because if you put it into number 2, it won't work.
Look at he's still just playing it.
can't
Yeah,
believe
you gotta put
it.
it
Something-
you gotta put them port one.
Sorry, honey. It was really something.
It's easy to see that all customers are not the same.
Oh, yeah.
But no matter what size or shape they
That's
come in,
interesting.
and no
Oh,
matter
you want
what
your
kind
game
of
back?
products they're bringing
Just
back,
a minute.
they all have one thing in common. They feel they have a problem. Now for the good news. Nintendo is doing something about it. Something that will make your job a whole lot easier.
Could I bring you a pie later?
Bring your
Last year,
pilot. She's
Nintendo of America
gonna
sold
screw
over 90
him.
million pieces
He's
of
gonna get a
Game
piece
Boy,
of that pie.
Nintendo Entertainment Systems, game packs, and accessories.
I'm fucking annoyed. I'm
Only a
listing
small
some
percent of
shirts
those
online
products that were returned
for
by
sale.
the
'Cause
customers
I'm
were
like,
actually
I got way too
defective.
many t-shirts and
An
just
excellent
getting
track
rid of
record
them.
for a high-quality product.
And because
That's
I'm
why
getting
the
rid of
seal
them, they're
quality
getting
goes
sold
on
like
every one of our
$2 a pop.
In many
And
cases,
some dickhead keeps
customers
like
simply fail to
messaging
follow
to
the
us
simple
for the
directions
measurements. I'm
packaged
just
with
like,
their product.
it's a fucking
So they
large.
come running to you. Well,
Like,
that's a waste of time.
you're
for
paying
everybody.
$2, deal with
But what
it.
are you supposed to do? You're not a Nintendo mechanic. You're a
I'm just-
customer service
He
specialist.
keeps fucking like messaging me.
Well,
I'm just like, I can't be
Nintendo
fucked.
has
I
the
cannot be
solution to
fucked
this
getting it
dilemma.
out,
Next time one of
measuring
your
it for your
customers comes into
$2
your store
payment.
with a Nintendo product after you've sold it, you'll have the answer.
Seriously, go
well, I'm
fuck
having
yourself.
A little problem with, I mean, my kids are having a little problem with the Nintendo system.
All right, let's take a look at it and see what the problem is.
Well, it doesn't. It just seems to be a solid color on the TV screen.
Aha. Okay, so you put the game in, fire it up,
And it's just
solid
blank,
color.
solid color.
Well,
Solid
does it
color.
look anything
Racist.
like either of these two right here?
Oh, the blue one.
By spending a few minutes reviewing the Nintendo troubleshooting guide, you can probably answer 90% of the questions that come your way.
Blue one
Either
means
as
you
a result of
get
dirty
pissed on
connectors.
it.
It comes from, not maintaining the equipment properly, getting a little dust and a little
see.
dirt in there.
So what do I
So
do?
what you need to do is you need to use this Nintendo cleaning
Oh yeah,
kit.
try to sell shit.
It's just like cleaning the heads in your VCR. It goes in there, cleans up the connectors there, cleans up the connectors inside the game packs. You're all set. Back in business.
That's all I need?
That's all you need.
Terrific. How much is it?
It's
$400.
$11.95. Why don't you take the service brochure with you too? It'll help you if you need to troubleshoot anything in the
Wait,
future.
there was it?
Okay. And you too.
Oh.
It'll help you if you need to troubleshoot anything in the future. 5. Back in business.
That's all
How
I
much
need?
was it?
That's all you need.
Terrific. How much is it?
It's $11.95.
$11.95.
Why don't you take the service brochure with you too?
I thought you
It'll help
said
you
like
if
it
you
was
need to
95.
troubleshoot
It's like,
anything
what
in
the
future.
fuck? You're paying $95 for
And if this
some
gives you any
cleaning
more trouble
alcohol?
like that, I recommend you call the Nintendo World Class Service Consumer Hotline. It's got a toll-free number there on the front of the brochure.
Oh,
Or you can
hi.
call the,
How did you
the
do?
local service center. Their number here is 555-37.
No, it's a joke.
Come back
It's a
and see
joke.
Even
I mean,
when you
eventually I
don't
will.
have the time to spend with the customer or have the final answer,
I just wanted a joke name
Nintendo's
for
got the
watching
answer to the problem.
Terrible People.
We have a
Okie
nationwide
dokie.
network of authorized service centers equipped to take care of
In
your
all fairness, I
customers'
am
product service needs.
contracting,
And
so
in the rare instance where a product under warranty is malfunctioning, they will either repair
give me
it or
2.5
replace it
months,
free
and yeah,
of charge.
I will need a new
And
job.
in all out-of-warranty situations, they will test the product on the spot and fix it at a minimal cost, all with no hassle to you or your customer.
This one's making you
We will
nostalgic.
provide you with the name and address
But
of the
you
authorized
also
service
damaged the
center
Nintendos.
closest to your store. Or you can refer your customers to Nintendo's 800 service
The
assistance
chess
hotline.
master in the back there.
Either way, you'll be able to give your customers the information they need to get their problems handled quickly and efficiently.
I can't see anything that's
And
got Festus
you'll spend very
Quest.
little time in the process.
The
Most
Goonies,
important,
Ghostbusters.
You'll save your company
so
the
many
high
great
cost
games.
of handling unnecessary
They're all
customer
bad
returns.
games.
And in those instances that you must exchange a product for your customer, always exchange
Hanging out
like
Toys R Us,
items.
googling
And
game
of
text.
course,
I remember
only
that.
what the customer
Finally, it
returned.
wasn't Toys R Us.
Be
Here.
sure
We
the
had it for
entire
Toys R
product
Us.
is inserted into the original complete
The
packaging.
big one we had
If the
here
customer
was
doesn't have the
a
original
department store called Decker, which was, like I said, department store, so it had stuff for adults, beds, kitchen appliances, blah blah blah. But it also had a game section, and I can remember that like absolutely fondly, having like the Nintendo you could play in the store, and oogling the bloody all of the games, and going, oh, maybe one day if I save up my $2 a
You
week
can simply insert the
for
components
100
exchanged
weeks.
into a package taken out of your stock. Now, your individual store may have other return policy requirements,
Yeah,
such
Decker's
as
long
obtaining the
close here.
customer's
It's
original copy
sort
of their purchase receipt.
famously
So
a
be sure
joke
to
here.
discuss these return policies with your direct
Because there's a
supervisor
small
or
town
manager.
here called Huntley.
Nothing could be easier. Nothing could
And
be more
Decker's been
convenient.
closed for
It's total customer
30,
service,
40 years.
foolproof,
Maybe,
and just about
well, not
effortless.
40 years, because I'm not that old.
Special counter cards,
But like 30 years.
on-package warranty information, and other collateral material.
But in
will alert
Huntley,
your
there's still a
customers to the
sign.
simplicity of handling
Gigantic
their
sign
questions
over as
or
well, not
repair
just a
needs.
small Decker
Everything is
sign. It's on the
clearly
street.
explained to avoid
It's a
any confusion.
massive
The bottom
signpost,
line is that you keep your customers happy.
50 foot high
you don't have
probably.
to go through the hassle of
Decker
returns.
logo on it still.
After all, our business is entertainment.
So like become a
We believe
joke
that everything connected with Nintendo,
place to
even
visit,
customer relations,
tourist
should
location.
be fun. The training kit is there to help you. When you
I want
have
the
or are
training
given some
kit.
spare time, review it. There's no telling what you
I
might
wonder
pick
if
up that will
anybody's
help you
selling
during
that
the
on
next
eBay or
occasion
something.
you have to deal with a customer return.
Somebody's got a custom Ghostbusters trip, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that is the next one. I think we've actually watched this one before.
And now,
On stream.
Displays with Jake.
Displays with Jake.
Hi,
Oh my
I'm
god.
Jake. I've put together a little film to show you some of our displays. Follow me.
You
This is the
would
Nintendo
not
Power
follow you
Previews display.
anywhere.
Works a lot like a jukebox.
How you doing, Sammy?
You walk up,
Sammy.
you push a button, and it plays the game that you selected. Sometimes you need to adjust the volume on this. To do that, you take your key number 2007.
2007. All
Go
right.
underneath the keypad.
All right.
And open up the keypad
Oh,
and
that
then
was so
drop down the
smooth.
front door. You'll find two different buttons here. One of them adjusts the attract mode volume, while the other one will adjust the volume of the game that you just selected.
Yeah, it's so smooth.
You may also see another version of this that's 30 inches wide.
Ooh, 30
Now,
inches
we've
wide.
got a lot more to look at.
I'm doing well,
let's go take
Sammy.
a look at those.
We're just learning how to sell Mario to people.
There you are. This
Oh,
is the Super
oh,
NES
shit,
Floor
almost got
Interactive
away.
display. You can play some really cool Super NES games on this thing. Sometimes
cool.
you want to change those games out. To do
Yeah.
that, take your key marked LL419 on your really cool Mario Paint keyring.
Oh, that's really
and
cool.
open it up by unlocking the lock on the side, and that'll flip the cover up. Open the cover.
Oh my gosh.
Turn off the power. Push down on your eject button, and that'll pop
You're
up the
an
game
eject.
pack.
What did you call me?
Take out the game pack cartridge. Take your new game pack cartridge. Put it into the slot. Push
Wait,
down
did you just put the same
purple.
game back in?
Be sure to turn your power back on, and then close and lock your cover. Now,
You could have
sometimes
done
you
an
wanna
example
change
of
the volume on
changing
this
the
as well.
game.
To do that, we have to run around to the side here. The side panel will open up if you take the same
Mario
key
sells
and
himself.
open the lock on the back of the display.
Oh, he's a
Open up
filthy
that lock,
whore. Oh, not like
open the
prostitute.
side
My
panel,
mistake.
and if you look right down here, you'll see a little blue block with little teeny tiny switches on it.
Yeah?
Right above that is a little thing that looks like a screw head. Take the
You
screwdriver
look like
you
a
got in your
screw head.
kit and turn that little screw head one way or the other to adjust the volume. Me, I like the volume up really high.
I want
Hey,
a
does this look
definite.
familiar? This is just like the other
So
unit
people
we just
have to
saw, only
leave
the
the
countertop
store.
version. The inside workings are just like the other one, so I'm not going to bother showing you
Right,
that.
exactly.
I
That's
do
what
wanna show you
was
how to
fucking
set the
bothering me. Is
volume on
why
this one, and
it's
that's
just a
around the other
TV.
side.
All we've
Come
got
over
is a
here.
TV and a console.
And again, we look for that little blue
that's it.
block where the timer settings are made, and look for the little screw head driver adjustment right above that.
So why aren't you
Be
just
sure to put
using
in
it as
your
a normal
screwdriver,
fucking
and you know
TV?
me, I like it up real loud. Hi again. Let's
Hi
talk
again.
about some Game Boy displays. First, we've got the Game Boy Counter interactive display. Here, you've got your cool Game Boy with
That is a cool
amplified
Game
stereo
Boy.
sound. Now, on this display, you want to change out the game pack and/or adjust the volume. To do that, let's go to the back of the display. In the back,
I
take your
appreciate
key
you
mark
have to unlock it to access it.
MM101.
That's fine.
Unlock the back door. Open it
But
all the way up.
It
And
should surely
inside,
just
you'll
be
see the
unlock
top
it,
end of your
get
Game Boy
access to the
here.
TV and
To
push
change the
the up
cartridge,
button.
be sure to turn the volume on your Game Boy off. Push up on the game cartridge and lift it out. And then take the game cartridge that you want to replace
The really shitty
and put it in with the label facing down. Press firmly into the Game Boy.
multi-plug.
Don't forget to turn the power back on. And you're
Don't
ready
forget
to
to
play
turn the
your
power back
game.
Otherwise,
Now, adjusting the
you're gonna
volume.
look like an idiot.
Let's move to the left-hand side over here. You'll see a funny little electronic board with a bunch of little things like legs and, bugs with legs and stuff. And right up
Like
here,
bugs with
you got a
legs.
little shaft sticking out with a rubber grommet on it.
Ooh, a little
That's your
shaft
volume
sticking out.
control. Take that and turn it up to make it louder, or down to make it quieter. And don't
I mean,
forget,
you're technically doing it the other
always
way
close
around, but sure.
and lock your displays. Next, we'll talk about this unit here. Another great Game Boy Interactive with a Game Boy mounted right in here. Superb stereo amplified sound.
Completely
But in this
stealable.
one, we've added some really cool special electronics so that we can watch the game being played on
Oh
a
my
TV
God.
screen. Now here we don't have to get into the back of the display. To change the game cartridge or adjust the volume, we simply
break
open
it
the front
open.
panel by using your MM101 key again.
Ah, that one. Oh,
Turn the key.
What if you lost
The
it?
front panel flips down. Inside, at the top of your Game Boy, just like we did a minute ago, you can turn the power off and pull your game cartridge out.
Didn't have time
to
for another
change
take,
it.
huh?
To put a new one in, don't forget, label has to be down. Insert that into the back of the Game Boy, turn your power back on, and you're ready to play.
I like this thing label has to be
Adjusting
down
the
by
volume
like
is
it already
just as
fit
easy.
in one way.
Over here on the right-hand side, you'll see a little black handle sticking off of the electronic board. Simply turn that up or down to adjust your volume. Again, don't forget to close
Just
and lock
deafen
the
people
cover.
with the Game Boy bleeps and bloops.
Almost done. Only three
Almost
more to
done.
go. Let's start out with some of our bigger displays.
Almost
Here
done.
we've got a Super NES Interactive, and you've seen the Super NES before.
I
This
have.
one, you've changed the game pack out in before.
Got
so we'll skip
SimCity.
all that. But on this
What
one,
else
the
have you
volume
got?
is...
This guy's so cool. Is that Pilot Wings there? You got Mario somewhere. And almost done. It's almost. It's just over halfway.
a little bit tricky to find.
How many
so
fucking
I wanna
displays
show
do
where
you
that's
have?
at. Take your key marked
F-Zero.
MM101.
Got SimCity twice for some reason.
Unlock
Pilot
and
Wings.
open the cover. And looking way up here on the
Pilot Wings is
left-hand
great.
side, there's a little tiny knob to adjust your
Little
volume.
tiny knob. Wow, jeez, dogs.
Use that to adjust your volume.
Oh, he's talking
up
about the game. Sorry.
and back down again. Be sure to close your cover and lock it. Another display that's very similar to this, and another
It's just repeated on either
size
side.
type
It's
display
SimCity, Pilot
is
Wings,
this one
and
right here.
F-Zero.
On this one, we have both the NES
Just say
and a Game Boy. On the
SimCity
NES side,
feels a
I
little
wanna
of the
show you
odd
how
one
to
out.
change the game pack and
SimCity
adjust
was
the volume on this one. We haven't
huge.
seen the NES before. Again,
I can
using your key
kinda
numbered
get why you'd wanna do it.
MM101, unlock the cover, lift it out of your way, and inside you'll see the Nintendo Entertainment System control deck.
Oh
to
my
change
God,
the cartridge,
control deck.
press your power button,
What did you going?
lift the door,
Sorry.
pop out the old
Once
cartridge,
piss once, you never stop.
and take the new cartridge that you want to put in, label facing up, stuff it in there and push it down. Pop down that door, push the power on, and you're ready to play. One more thing before we get out of here is this volume control over here. You've seen the board before, you've seen the silver shaft before, and there's a little rubber grommet. Just take it and turn your volume up or down, and you're all set. Don't forget, close the door and lock it. Okay, over here on the Game Boy side, again, this is all part of this one great display. And one more time, we put those really, really special electronics in here so you can see the game on the TV screen. The Game Boy down here is mounted into this cover. To change the game pack or adjust the volume, one more time, take that MM101 key, you ought to know that number by now, push it into the lock, unlock, the whole cover comes out, but be careful not to pull too hard, you'll yank all the wires out. Inside, you've got access to your Game Boy cartridge, and you've already seen how to change that out. Down here, you've got your electronic board with that real familiar silver shaft and rubber grommet. And if you haven't guessed by now, that is the volume control.
MM101 key.
Put your cover back on.
Gotta have the
and
right
we'll
key,
lock the
Sammy.
display
Otherwise, you're
up.
fucked.
Okay, time to move on.
Time to move on.
Jake's journey is almost over, but first I've
Jake's
got one
journey?
more display to show
Gosh,
you.
I'm
Here
gonna
we've
miss
got
him.
the three-system interactive tower with the NES, Game Boy, and the Super NES in it. Let's take a look.
I'd love to own one of these. I know people that do. Well, not personally know them, but
Pretty cool, huh?
I'm members of multiple retro collecting pages. And I've seen people have these in their houses.
Okay, with this thing,
I'd
all
love
three
to own one of
sides
this.
are set up pretty much the same. They've got the unit housed inside of a drawer where you can get into and change the game packs out. Let's see how we do that. Underneath the center of the drawer, you take your MM101 key.
I've never really seen any.
Into
I've seen
the
a
lock,
couple
turn
of
the
these
lock,
big things for sale
and then
here.
pull your drawer out as such.
The problem
Lift
is,
your cover up, you can get inside, change
and
the
obviously
game
be
pack
more
out,
likely in the
turn
States
unit
as
on
well,
and off.
that
Be
there's
sure
no way to
close the cover up, and obviously we want
there's
to
not
close
really
and
a
lock
way to
the
ship
door down
this.
here.
Not an easy way to ship this.
That leaves just the
Cost-effective way to
volume
ship
control.
this.
Really
Better
easy
get to
spot,
bed.
Not very visible. Over here
Fine,
on the
be
left-hand
rude.
side, just under
Abandon
the
us.
drawer,
I
feel
see
around
how
and
it
Find a
is.
little black tube down here. Take that
I
tube
get it.
and turn the volume up or down. as you
Sure
see
thing
fit.
is just
now, you know
leave
me,
us.
I like the volume up really high.
Exactly, TJD. Exactly. And remember, he likes the volume up really high. Oh, you have to get up for dinner? Oh, yeah. Shit, if I don't go to sleep. I fucking went to sleep last night at 2 a.m. and still managed to get up for a stream at 8, or just past 8. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. Anyway, as soon as I go on the screen, nerd. Guilty. 's an hour's drive to get there? Sorry. Oh. Must be a very important date to go on then, jeez. Yes, I put a mask on Chris Tucker, yes. I watched this last night. Just because it was on Netflix. I was just like, oh fuck it. I haven't watched Rush Hour in years. As I said, I got this was it this one I got for free? Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was this one I got for free. I can't remember which one I bought and which one was the freebie. Oh yeah, no, it's literally the Star Wars one behind it that I bought. And then the guy was just like, I've got a bunch of others, do you want them? I was like, sure. So yeah, I got the Chris Tucker, I got the Rush Hour one. It doesn't stand on its own, like the back is moved. And also, Jackie's head's broken, as you can probably see. Because I put the fucking stupid ass cat hair thing on it, and it broke his neck. I used to have a bunch from when I worked at a video store. I took a bunch, but I don't know where they've gone. I had Will Smith, and somebody popped in the other day. I think it was MacGyver, who was talking about liking Stargate, and I had a Stargate standee as well. But I've got two more in the other room. I bought it and never finished the transaction, so I feel a bit bad about it. Maybe I could get it now still. I need to email them and say, can I still pick it up? Because it sort of would have moved up in value. It was the Batman Forever standee. Same size one, but with, Val Kilmer there. And now, maybe it's gone up in value. Maybe it's even more collectible. VIP Kilmer? You mean RIP Kilmer? Or very important Kilmer? He went a bit weird because he rest in peace. He went a bit weird because he went really into religion, which I guess is technically almost what killed him in the end, unfortunately. But there's one movie he's in that I think is fucking phenomenal. I absolutely he's one of my favorite actors of all time because of that one particular movie. Which I'm not saying what it's called because at some point it's going to be appearing on a certain podcast. So no spoilers, but yeah, I fucking love that movie, obviously. And he in it is just absolutely amazing. He should have won an Oscar for it. He's that good. And how you doing, Richie? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Of course you know. He's so good in that movie. He's genuinely, one of my favorite acting pieces ever. And I'm not joking. I'm not hyping it up. I mean, other people might not take to it, fair enough. But for me personally, it's genuinely one of my favorite pieces of acting I've ever seen. He's beyond incredible in that film. And so everybody's talking about, watch it. I don't know what it's on anywhere else. Obviously, you can have legitimate ways of getting it. It's one of those films I own multiple times over, but it is on Disney Plus here. I don't know what it is on anywhere else. But yeah, I genuinely think it's fucking stupidly phenomenal. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on learning how to do our job. Actually, I probably only have time for one or two more. Pizza Hut. We'll watch Pizza Hut. I'm just I don't know what ones to do. Because I haven't previewed them at all. I mean, we'll go back and do this again at some point. Same with the educational videos. There's still a bunch more of those to watch.
Okay, Julie, are you all ready to learn how to make a pizza the right way?
The right way?
Yes, I'm ready. Are we going to cook pizzas now?
Well, there's a
No,
lot more
slow
to
the
it than
fuck
just
down.
cooking. In fact, that's probably the easiest part. But let's start this process at the beginning. First
State
of all,
of
are
it,
your
friends.
hands washed?
Which
Sure
one?
are. Good, mine too. All right, let's say an order for a pizza comes in.
Let's say
You'll
video
read
is
it, and you'll
actually
get
as we
started
love
on the pizza
story.
making process right away.
This is how you
have to
sit
act
to the
fast.
pizza.
Just think, the sooner you get that pizza in the oven, the sooner our customers will be biting into it and tasting how delicious it is.
And they'll have me to thank.
We discussed this. You watched this
That's
one as
right.
well?
Because we're not just making pizza, we're creating an experience for our customers. Think of it as making pizza that makes customers happy.
I like that.
Our customers expect the same
Just simply
high-quality product and service
YouTube
every time they
search,
come to a Pizza
bring
Hut.
views, and this is
And
one
that's
that says
true whether
pops
it's a busy Friday evening or a quiet Tuesday afternoon. Our job is to make sure
Luckily,
they're
there's, like,
never
shit
disappointed.
tons of
I
them.
won't let them down.
Okay,
So I
let's
will
say the first order we
revisit-
get is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper. This is it's where we keep the proof dough until we're ready to use it.
What a weird
So
cut.
we take out a medium pan
Pizza rule number
prepared
one.
by our dough
Stretching your
master,
foreskin is not considered a cheese pool.
and we check it for quality. Now this one looks good. See, if
This
the dough
one looks
weren't
good,
right,
not great.
if it was stuck to the separator,
If a
or it
customer
was
is
too
rude to you,
flat,
use
or it
this
had
one.
air bubbles in it, then the finished
But I
pizza
love it
wouldn't
who looks
be
at you,
right.
the way this
and
trainer
our
looks at the
customers
dummy
wouldn't
mummy
get
trainer.
the best possible product.
Which they deserve every time they visit Pizza Hut.
Right.
Who gives a shit about enough
So if the
about their
dough
job to
isn't
be like
exactly
that?
right, we throw it out
They
and we
deserve
get
a
another
best
one
pizza
that is.
every time
now,
they visit
pan
Pizza
pizza
Hut.
is easy to top. First,
You
we
ain't getting
start with the
paid more.
sauce, and you get the right amount from the spec chart. We go to this chart that says bottom sauce and cheese.
Bottom
We
sauce,
go
that's
down
what
where
they
it
used to
says
call me in
sauce,
church.
and we see that a small gets 1 level spoon, a medium gets 2 spoons, and a large
Tall one's
gets 3
definitely wearing a
spoons.
plug.
So what do?
Teaspoons?
Right. Now we keep our sauce
The girl
right
training
here
looks like
with
she's
our other
secretly the main
refrigerated
character in a
items.
sitcom.
We keep this lid
She's
closed,
just sitting
except
around a
for when we're
restaurant.
making a pizza. First, spread the sauce to within
That was
a
a
quarter to a half
terrible
inch of the edge. Now for a
spread job.
medium
What the
pan
fuck?
pizza, 2 spoons equals 5 ounces. Be sure not to pour the sauce onto the center of the dough, and don't press down with the spoon because that could cause the pizza to be undercooked.
It seems easy enough.
Don't press
It
down on the
is.
spoon.
Just be sure to
Stop
do it
whacking
exactly this way every time.
Do it exactly
Any
like
variance
that.
wouldn't
or
be
you're
making it
fucking
great.
Fired, bitch.
Now, on our pizzas, we use 2 layers of cheese. The bottom cheese
and the top cheese,
Gonna
right?
pube the
Right.
sauce fuck up.
Since we measure the cheese, we'll just calibrate
Bottom
the
cheese,
scale
that's
with
my
this
name
bowl
of
on it.
church.
Just put a clean bowl on the scale, zero it out, and then you're ready to go. That way, we can leave the bowl on the
called
scale and only
pizza,
measure
Sammy.
what's in it. That
Piazza.
makes sense. Now, we'll put some cheese in the bowl.
He
and
literally
we'll
made
measure
that
it out
joke
to
that
the
you're
proper
used to.
weight according to the
Fucking
spec chart.
Shadow.
Let's see.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Bottom cheese, medium pizza.
Good. Now we'll measure out the exact
Bottom cheese,
amount,
medium pizza.
and then place the cheese on top of the sauce. Again, starting at the outside and working toward the center.
That doesn't look too hard.
It's not.
I look too hard.
Just
What?
remember to spread the cheese
What?
evenly and try not to go beyond the sauce, because that would burn and look bad.
We wouldn't
It
want
would-
that.
Yeah, we
Now,
wouldn't
this
want that.
order is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper. So what do we put on first?
I don't know. Oh, I look on the spec
I don't
chart,
know.
right?
Right.
Let's
I
see.
don't know.
Medium pizza, pepperoni. 2 columns, single and multiple. Which do I look under?
Well, the single column is for single topping
Wrong, burnt
pizzas
cheese on the
like
crust.
a medium
Absolutely.
pepperoni pizza. And the multiple column is for pizzas with multiple ingredients, like the one we're making.
Okay, let's see. Here it is.
24
I'll
pieces
let you
of
do this
bacon.
part. What does that mean?
Here, I'll show you. 1, 2.
Never go beyond Sammy. Get the fuck out of here.
There.
You went
Notice
beyond
how I
the
started
sauce.
at the outside and worked
Fucking
my way
out.
towards the center, placing the pepperoni evenly.
Got it. Green peppers next?
Yes. Did you look at the spec chart?
Uh-huh. Do I measure into here?
Yes.
Now what?
Good. Now, place the green pepper on the pizza,
There we go.
starting at the outside
Timed
and
that,
working
Sammy.
your way towards the center. Just like I did with the sauce. and
Sammy,
the
you put the cheese
and pepperoni.
beyond the sauce.
That's good. Place
get
it
out.
as evenly as you can.
How dare you? No one puts the cheese beyond the sauce.
That's good. We're always
Didn't you
careful
hear?
to avoid center
Did you
loading
not?
the topping
We're
because it
watching
could
this
cause
training
the
video
pizza
for
to
a
be
reason,
undercooked
Sammy.
in the
You're the
middle.
reason.
I wouldn't want that if it was my
You're the
pizza.
reason all of us have been
What's
held
next?
back after work
Well, there are
watching
two
this
more
video.
ingredients. The top cheese.
The top cheese, that's what they used to call me in church.
The world-famous fairy dust.
Whoa, fairy dust.
That's right.
Fairy
Pizza
dust,
Hut
that's what he used to
fairy
call me in
dust.
church.
It's just a little magic ingredient that we have for making it great.
It's fucking cocaine,
You'll
isn't it?
see. All right, for the top cheese, how much do we need?
Let's see. Here it is. Can I do it?
Sure.
Hey, V. Been a long time. Been a long time. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're held back after work because Sammy put the cheese beyond the sauce. So
Okay.
if you want
Spread
anybody
the
to
cheese
blame
over
her.
the top of everything else.
She's disrespectful.
But not on the edge of the
She is the weakest link. So, I'm sorry, but
How's that?
That's good.
we need to
Now we'll just make sure it's perfect.
to
And now
watch
it's
this. We
time
need to
for
get
the
we
fairy
need to
dust.
get trained up.
This amazing substance is fairy dust. And it magically transforms our ingredients into the perfect Pizza Hut pizza.
Come on.
Okay.
It's dandruff.
Actually, it's a careful blend of cheese and spice. But it really does give our pizzas that extra delicious
That's
touch.
just MSG.
And we're very
I
careful
love
about the
MSG
number of
though. I have
shakes
to
we
be
use. You can
legit
check the
honest
spec
with
chart
you.
for the right amount.
You really do call it fairy dust.
That's right. And
Hurry up,
now,
go orders.
you see what a delicious and perfect Pizza Hut
How long did
pan
it take that?
pizza looks like before it goes into
No,
the oven.
dust as a child.
Now we just put it here
I
on the
didn't used to go to
conveyor.
Pizza Hut a lot as a child. I haven't been
Notice how the
in
pizza
years.
starts
I don't remember the last time I've
completely
had a
outside of the
pizza. Oh
oven.
no.
It'll be done in just
I
a few
did
minutes.
actually get a Pizza Hut
These
pizza
ovens are
maybe
calibrated
last
to perfectly
year.
cook a pizza as
I used
it
to
travels
work
through
next
the
door
oven.
to a Pizza Hut.
Now, while we're waiting for that
And
to cook,
they're
why don't we
really
talk about
cheap.
some of
I don't
the
know how
other
much they
products
are
we'll be making.
wherever you guys are from.
First of all, there's thin and crispy
But
pizza.
the one next door
Thin
to
and
where I
crispy
work was
pizza is
really,
the
really
original Pizza Hut pizza.
So I did
of
go
course,
there
it's been
once.
fine-tuned over the years, all part of making it great. Now, as far as making the
But,
pizza goes, the main difference between thin and crispy
Pizza Hut as a
pizza
kid,
and pan
we had
pizza
actual
is the dough
stores.
preparation. Pan pizza dough is portioned in pans and kept under refrigeration.
Basically that.
But thin
What
and
you just
crispy
fucking said,
pizza
Sammy.
crusts are
Same,
made to
same,
order.
same.
Now,
Going to
pan
Pizza Hut
pizza proofs
buffet
individually
after
in pans, but thin and crispy pizza dough
some sort
rises
of
in this
thing you've
container.
done, whether it be sporting or
Whenever
whether
you
it
get an order
be
for thin and
book reading
crispy
thing,
pizza, you have to
some
prepare the
accomplishment you've done.
The only exception is during rush times,
Exactly
we
that.
might prep a few thin and crispy pizza shells in
And
advance so that we
let's
can
be
get them in the oven
fucking
quickly.
honest.
Because our customers count on us to make it fast.
Most of us
And I'll show you how.
did
Now,
not
do you remember the safety
go
procedures
for the
you learned
pizza.
about the dough roller?
We went
I
for the
sure
dessert.
do.
We went for shit tons of
Good,
ice cream
because we're
with
going to be
shit
putting
tons
them
of
into
M&Ms on
practice
top
right
of it.
now. First of all,
All
you
the
have to
chocolate
check
sprinkles.
the calibration of the dough roller to make sure that it delivers the proper dough weight. So you estimate about 3 ounces more than the finished dough. It's
Pizza will
right
give
here on
free
the dough
pizza for
weight
book
chart.
for reading.
So
We'll
you
just go
pull
book
out
it.
a chunk that you estimate is 3 ounces more.
I think
than the
this is
weight
one
on
of the things
spec
that we
chart.
do have a
You'll get
crossover with
used
the
to making
States
these
for.
estimates, but for now, we'll weigh the dough out. You form the dough into a
The
flat
fucking make your own
circular
ice cream
patty
machine, yeah.
by turning the dough
That's
around
what
in
I'd
your
dominate
hands
on.
and
I'd
folding the
make my own
outside
ice
edge
cream with a
under.
shit ton of hot fudge.
Then you flatten the patty to about 1 inch high by pressing down on top of
We're
it.
gonna be a reporter or horrific. I'm still waiting for them to
Then you
scissor.
drop it into the top chute on the dough roller.
But we had a scholastic
Keep
book
your
bus
fingers
and all
away
that
from
here
the
as
chute
well.
and catch it as it comes out.
And there's a lot
then
of
you turn
things
it sideways
attached
and
to
put
the
it into
scholastic
the
book
lower
bus.
roller. Make sure that it goes into there evenly.
We've
Got
we've
it. All right, as it
shown
comes
Hell's
out, you
Pizza
catch it
on
the
stream
back of
before.
your hands, being careful not to pull it or stretch it. That would cause thin spots or
Because
tear it,
Hell's
and
Pizza
we'd
is
have to
really,
start all
really
over.
good. It's
Then
expensive.
you place
but
the
it's
dough
very, very
evenly
good.
in the pan and press it into place, making sure that there are no air bubbles.
Pizza Hut
Next,
is
you trim off
dirt
the
cheap
excess
here,
dough with the dough trimmer.
which is probably why you
Keep
got
the
it as a
scraps
work
separate
reward.
from the rest of the dough so it can rejuvenate. We can use the excess dough
Weirdly,
to make more pizzas
Domino's
after it's
is
been in a
quite cheap
separate
here
bucket for 2 hours.
comparison.
Now we'd weigh the first
By
shell
that, I mean
to
comparison
make sure
to
the dough roller was set right. You see, if it was
I don't know
set
how
too
expensive
thick or
Domino's
too
is in
thin,
the
the weight
US,
would be off.
but Domino's
And that's
is
why we make
really
the test
expensive
shell.
in the UK
We
compared
can
to here.
adjust the dough roller so that the next one is right on target.
So wasteful.
Okay.
It's literally just dough.
Pre-pan
I mean,
thin
dough's
crispy
cheap, I
pizza
guess,
dough
but,
should
like,
look just like this.
Literally the whole
It
point
should
and
reach all
purpose
the way
of
to
dough
the
is you can
edge,
shape it.
No air bubbles, no holes, and no cracks.
Domino's,
If it
yeah,
doesn't
I haven't
right,
gone to.
we have to throw it away
We don't
and
have a
start
Papa
over.
John's here at all.
But this one looks just
but
right.
Domino's here
You
is.
ready to give it a try?
Sure.
about half the price it is in
we
the
were
UK.
pre-rolling thin and crispy pizza crusts for a rush, that's a busy time, like dinner.
I've never bought
then
it
we
in
would
the
put
UK,
a separator
but I've seen
in
the
between
prices
each
and go,
one,
what
and we would mark the
like it was one of those
separator
things
with the
literally
time
like
that
you
we
walk
did it.
past it and you can see the
Pre-rolled
signs
thin
like
and crispy
get
pizza
pizza
crusts
for
are
blah blah
only
blah.
good for
I'm
30
like, what the
minutes,
fuck?
because after
Why is
that
it that
they start to
expensive?
dry out. So we throw away any pre-pan dough that we don't use right away.
We'd really throw it away?
You bet, if it's over 30 minutes old. Also, we use the first ones we
Even
made
dumbass
before
regional
the last
Papagenos.
ones.
We got
call
a
this
few
our
different,
first in, first out procedure. That way the customers
local
never get
companies as
anything
well.
less than the best.
Hell's is the like
But say we were going to
New
use
Zealand
this dough right
only,
away. Then we would perforate it.
Perforate it?
pizza place that's
With this
available
perforator.
all over the country.
We only perforate the bottom of the
But
dough,
it's like
not
local
the sides.
places,
So
obviously.
you make one firm pass over the surface of the dough, and then one right up the middle. That prevents bubbles, and then you're done.
Bubbles?
And how do we do toppings for thin and crispy pizza?
Exactly the same way you
Exactly.
did for a pan pizza.
How do we?
There's no difference in toppings for a pan pizza and a thin and crispy pizza, except that you go right to the edge with your sauce and
Oh my
cheese
God, you
and
go to the
toppings.
edge. You
We
never
don't
go to
leave
the
a half-inch
edge.
border.
Like we did when we topped the pan pizza.
Right.
This is
Which,
so
by the way,
confusing
is
now.
out of the oven. Come on, I'll show you how to take it out and serve it. We always use a pan gripper, and we always wait till the pizza is completely out of the oven before we remove it.
What about
you see,
the
we
coke?
wouldn't want the pizza to be undercooked.
Who's
Anyway,
edging the pizza?
when any pizza is completely
isn't?
out of the oven to the last inch, we check it for quality. It has
The
to look
coke
great,
is
or
such
it
a
doesn't
terrible
go to
name.
the customer.
This
And
one looks
he
great to
fucking
me.
picked it.
It does.
Well, no, he's
It's
not that coke, he's just
completely
coke.
cooked. All pan
He's the one
pizzas
who
should
wants
be
that name.
golden
It's like,
brown,
what the
and the
fuck?
cheese should be thoroughly melted.
Why?
See? Just like on the cooking chart. If it doesn't look
Surely
great, we
Edge
start
isn't
over.
copyrighted.
All our pizzas stage or set for 30 seconds before cutting. We'll use this cutting board.
Like, surely you could use Edge.
And this rocker knife. Be sure to hold it like this and cut all the way through the crust. This is a medium pizza, so it gets
Or
cut
even
into 8
just
slices.
go by rated R
A small
Superstar.
gets cut into
like,
6,
have that
and a
as his
large gets cut
name
into 12.
from now on.
Now, if it's a carryout, you have to use one of those boxes.
Because that's better than
Make
coke.
sure to use a box support and an insert. If the pizza is going to be served here, you'll put it back
We're
in the
talking
pan
wrestling.
and place the pan and a spatula on a cork pad in the pickup area. The server will do the rest.
No, the customer will do the rest when they bite into my delicious pizza.
That is perverted.
Delicious pan pizza and delicious thin and crispy pizza.
Customer,
What more could a customer want?
pizza.
Personal pan pizza.
What?
That's another important product you'll need to know about.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
She looks
Personal
familiar.
pan pizza is a smaller version of our popular pan pizza, like
She
the one
was
we just
in
made.
a very popular
It's a
porno in the
lunchtime
90s.
favorite because it gives our customers that big pizza flavor in a lighter
Her
lunchtime
eye
size.
shape is very off-putting. I
And
didn't
it's
so much
also ready
notice
fast,
that,
which
but
is
she's
very
got
important
very,
to our
very
lunchtime customers.
I've had that before. I bet you
bright
make a
blue
whole bunch of
eyes.
those every day.
We do. And
That
that's why,
look
depending on our prep list, we're
weird
going to
due
be
to her
pre-topping
makeup.
some of them for the lunch rush.
That's a good idea. Do we make them the same way as we make the larger
Like, she
pan
did bad
pizzas?
makeup for what
Almost,
your eyes
but
are.
there are a few important differences. First of all, we stamp personal pan pizza doughs after they've been proofed to give them the right shape and get them ready for topping.
That looks
Also,
fucking
because the
horrible.
topping amounts are much smaller, we use scoops to measure them. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. But we'll be going over personal pan pizzas in more detail later.
Sounds good. There sure is a lot to know about making it great.
I'll show you what you need
Their
to
eyes
know
are
to
very,
be a
very
professional.
bright blue, so
For
they
now,
look like they just
keep in mind that it's your job to
disappear.
make sure our customers get the best quality
Would you look
pizza we
side
can
on?
give them every time they're here, with no shortcuts and no compromises.
This looks really odd.
And everything you need to know will be waiting right here to guide you. Just remember to follow the instructions exactly, and you'll be just fine.
And
Hey, the
so will the
pronunciation?
pizzas, right?
Right. Now, are you ready to try your hand at topping a thin and crispy pizza?
Hey, I'm not just making pizza. I'm making it great.
Now,
What?
let's go over the special
that
topping
meant to be a
procedures
joke?
for hand-tossed traditional pizza. It has several unique ingredients, so there are some special ways that we
Hand-tossed.
make it great. Now, the dough master will have pre-portioned and panned
Well, was
the
she
dough.
like? Was the joke
So
great
when you
as in
remove it from the
grated
refrigerator,
cheese?
just check it for quality and make sure the
So I
dough
expected
extends
like
all the way
something
to the bottom
else
of the
to
rim.
it. Like, I'm not just making
For
pizza.
saucing,
I'm
you'll
making
spread
memories.
on some of our special hand-tossed traditional pizza sauce to between the first and second perforation
plays
marks
Samantha?
from the outer edge.
How the fuck did
Be
you
sure
find
that
that?
you don't go beyond that outer perforation mark. Then you'll distribute the bottom cheese out to that same line. Then the toppings go on
Who
to
is she
within
there?
half an inch of the edge.
Like,
Now,
surely
when you
by the
distribute
time
the top cheese,
she was in
be
Twin
sure
Peaks.
once again that you don't go beyond that outer perforation line. And make sure that the cheese and toppings
Oh my God, it
completely
did
cover
not
the
place
sauce.
that at all.
As always, avoid center loading. Then you'll clean up the outside edges
I need to
and
look at it
shake on
because
the
I
proper
still
amount of
can't place
fairy
it.
dust, just like we do with pan pizza and thin and crispy pizza. Don't worry, all of these instructions are included on the station guides.
That's what, yeah, well, that's
and the
how it
job
should be
aids
familiar to me as well.
near the
I've
make
got
table
literally,
will give you the
I've shown it on
proper
stream. I've got the
ingredient
Twin
amounts.
Peaks fucking
all there is to
laser
it.
discs. So I better be familiar with it.
reason to come back.
There's one more product you need to know about, Priazzo. It's a
Priazzo?
rich double-crust Italian pie, and customers can choose from a variety of delicious fillings.
That sounds delicious. Do we make it the same way as we make pizza?
Sort
I've
of.
also got
When we make Priazzo,
the
we use
Twin
2
Peaks
layers
soundtrack.
of dough. First, we fill the bottom
On
dough with
bottom.
hand-tossed traditional sauce and/or filling according to the order. Then we add the triple cheese blend according to the spec chart.
Which is
Then we roll,
brown to be
perforate, and
a
layer on
log.
the top dough.
She sounded a bit later supporting Brian
And we
Pitt.
top that dough with the proper
course.
sauce using a personal
Of course
pan
she did.
pizza spoon. We add more cheese blend
More
and top
cheese
that
blend.
with
Settle
fairy
the
dust.
fuck down.
Do we cook it the same way as we cook pizza?
Well, we use one of these heat
Yo,
pins
what
to
is
make
this?
sure all the ingredients are
Twin Peaks?
completely cooked. The heat pin helps make sure the heat is evenly distributed, but otherwise the cooking procedure is the same.
That's some pie.
Why did it cut so abruptly? That's some pie. Cut it there, perfect. Why did it cut so abruptly? Okay, you still get those Plazano things? Only if you ask nicely and wink. And get the girl from Twin Peaks to do it. Alright, what is going to be the last one we watch? We'll do 2 back to back. So that one's really, really short. And then I've got something else to watch after that. That's we're going to close on. It's really not linked to this at all, but ooh, what have you got? Who are you rating when you're done? Not that Pete guy. He's a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't know who's online. I haven't looked. If you're online, I'll raid you. Obviously, pretty much everybody here is going to be joining you anyway, other than V. What is this? Oh my god. You can tell it's British just by the fucking teeth. I'm going to close the rest of these, other than that one. I really want to watch that one at some point. We'll watch these at another point when we get loop back around to doing training videos again. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Again, we got more days next week. There's Easter weekend. So I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of like how to frame it and what other content there is. There's one video I really, really want to watch on it. Again, it's something that's been reviewed by another channel before, but because it's a review, they only watch so much of it. It's going to... I need to find a way to theme it so I can have a bunch of stuff. Will it be lost media or something like that? I don't know yet. If it's going to go that ilk, because I don't know how much lost media I can find. We'll figure out whether it be themed around being weird kids media or weird lost media. I don't know. Leans long weekend. The thing that's thrown me and it actually kind of fucked me up is we've got Easter weekend, so in New Zealand, and I don't know what it's like elsewhere, we get Friday and Monday off, so Easter Friday, or Good Friday rather, and then Easter Monday off. But then the following Friday is another holiday for us, which is Anzac Day. It's our Veterans Day, equivalent of Veterans Day. So it's really, really weird. The dumb thing is, I'll probably be streaming through WrestleMania just because I'll have time. So I know I'm going to obviously not get peeps there, which is fair enough. I'll watch WrestleMania later. There's only so much I'm interested in WrestleMania. Really, it's only the Cena match that really grabbed me. Because I just want to see, like, are they going to do the right thing of just have Cena just destroy Cody and just end on a completely sour note? Because it's the only way to do it. Like, if they have it competitive, they fucked it up. I truly believe they have to have Cena just go out there, absolutely destroy him. Otherwise, it's all for naught. Cena and Rock murder Cody in the ring. Rock brings an actual guns ring. Hope so. I actually can't stand Cody. Never could. I've always thought Cody was the drizzling shit. But aside from that, like I think for Cena to do a heel turn after this long, and quite a significant heel turn by like aligning with selling his soul to the devil sort of thing, a spud gun. It's the only way that makes sense. It's the only way to have this thing pay off and be of any value. This is the video that Richie sent us. Oh my god. Why have we gone full 90s? Weird 90s cut. We're talking in wish my radio worked. I definitely wish my radio worked. I wish he wished his radio worked. What the fuck is going on?
Customer is always right. Up to a point.
You know what, kids really push it.
Customer's always right.
There's no one having a bad day.
And they'll target whoever they think is a soft touch.
Yeah, and they know how to get what they want.
Right, the other day it was really quiet and this lad, he came straight up to me.
Here, mate. It's an 18. Yeah, and? You're not 18. Well, I got it on DVD then.
What?
See this? That's the BBFC rating system. Covers DVDs, videos and some games. Now, if I serve you and you're underage, then I could go to prison or face a fine of up to £5,000. My employers can get prosecuted and I could get the sack. Me. Says who? Says the 1984 Video Recordings Act. What about this then?
Talks like this.
The game isn't covered by the BBFC. It usually be covered by the Games Age rating system. Games rating, that's just a recommendation. They can't tell me what.
Yeah, why are they saying this in the street? Like, it doesn't matter. If he goes up to you and goes, oh, I've got this,
So
mate.
if you're too young, you're too young.
Cool.
It's
done. It's literally done at that point. You can't do anything about it. He's got it. It's in his property. It's finished.
You can suggest other titles, but some just don't take no for an answer.
Well, that's the worst thing. They never give up. I turned down this lad once, right? And he went straight up to a passerby.
I'll have that DVD.
I'm afraid I can't serve you.
What?
Well,
Why
I know
is
this
it on
lad's
the
just asked
street?
you to come and get it for him.
No, I haven't.
It's filmed to 15.
I am 15.
Look, I'm sorry you've been drawn into this. You're obviously old enough to have it. But if I were to serve you, it wouldn't be right, would it?
It wouldn't be
I
right.
think you could be underage.
I'm not underage.
Sorry, mate. Can't
He's
help you.
20. Look at him.
Where are you going?
He obviously wasn't happy, but at least I knew I'd done the right thing. I mean, he could have been 15, but I wasn't sure. But it's never that
Also, isn't it
simple.
true the PGU system wasn't a legal requirement to 2012?
Why? I don't know.
I'm afraid this film's a 15. The level of sex and violence in it are deemed unsuitable for anyone under that age. I'm actually obliged not to serve him unless he can provide ID.
He is 15.
Who was this made by?
Sorry, I need ID.
Well, I'm his mother. What more proof do you need? Look, I'll have the effing DVD. Not going to ask me for my ID, are you?
What did you do?
What could I do? I knew the kid was going to get the video, but his mum was definitely over 15.
It is.
Very
and
much.
Up north, she could be 15. Yeah,
Sometimes
fuck
you
your
can't
snag.
At least his mum was actually there.
Seems alright. Can I have this game, please?
It's got a 12 plus age rating.
She's 12 and I'm 13.
Well, unless you've got ID, I can't serve you. I can keep it for you if you want to go and
Who
get
the
proof of your age.
Jog on,
Maybe
bitch.
come back with your mum and dad.
Yeah.
Well, my mum's not here. She's just in
Who
the
is
car,
ID
Well, why don't you
at
ask her to come
12?
over and I'll have a chat with her?
Yeah.
No
If
guardian,
the child
no
is underage,
game.
then that's it. You can put the game or film by, but if they want to take it out, I really have to speak to the parent face to face.
Cool, but what about when they do provide ID, yeah?
Yeah, and it's dodgy.
Let's face it, there's
Why
not
did they
much
think it was a
reliable
good
ID
idea
out
for it to
there
be on a
under
street?
18s.
Particularly with a photo.
And even when they do have ID,
Always
that
play
doesn't
games
make
on the bridge,
questioning
same.
any easier.
3 DVDs, 1 computer game and a video, please.
I wasn't sure, but when in doubt, have you got
I
any
don't
idea?
get it.
Yeah, I've got my birth certificate. Yeah.
I'm not sure this will do.
What are you talking about? It's a birth certificate. It's as good as it gets.
Well, it doesn't really prove who you are.
Look, it's got my name there. It's got my date of birth
Yeah.
there. What else do you want?
It hasn't got
Is
a
it?
photo.
It looks like
What
fucking
photo do you
Joe.
want? Do you want a photo
Yeah, it
of me
is
when I was a
Joe.
baby? What is your problem?
I was just like,
Have you
it
anything
sounds
else?
like
I
him.
ain't got nothing else on me.
Your passport, your photos.
Listen, if I was going on holiday, I'd bring a passport with me. You have to show one of these to get a passport. You going to sell me the videos or not?
I don't think I can.
Listen, do you go to the shops with your passport? No, you don't. So if you're not going to sell me these videos, can you stop asking stupid questions whether I've got my passport with me? What DNA have I got? What blood group have I got? You
Yeah,
know what?
fuck it, on his
See
side.
these videos, you can shove them up your...
He goes to bed at 6 p.m.
You got a bit annoyed then?
To be honest, he well could have been 18.
Best to be sure, though.
They can be a bit scary.
Especially if
That's
there's loads
scary.
of them. They know the busier it is, the more they can try
I'd be
on.
more scared of
We
his
want
wife.
3 films. 1
She's
sexy,
scary.
1 horror, and 1 full of swearing.
I want games, bad games, full of killing and mugging.
Give us one, quick.
Are you together?
Yes.
Some of these films are 18. Are you 18?
Of course.
You got ID.
You got ID. I look older than you.
You must be new because you don't know
I'll give
us.
a killing and mugging.
It's quicker.
This film is 18. If you want it, you'll have to provide me with some ID.
Yeah, don't take it out. That's new, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna
new
get
boy.
sick. You're gonna take our business elsewhere.
Just 'cause
Your
you
boss
ain't
is gonna
18.
be mad.
You're gonna get that sack.
Heavy, man.
Heavy.
And the thing is, you want to serve them because that's what you're paid to do.
It's not easy, man. No way did they make it easy. Kenny, where you come from?
You know what's coming? Dad finds you a film.
Nah, he said he was coming.
Well, I've come instead.
No, you're gonna have to tell your dad
That
to come
she was
pick
the
it up.
freeze frame for it.
What?
It's an 18.
Those teeth are
And you're not
fucking
18.
horrendous. And this comes from a guy with
I may
no
not be
teeth.
18, but I'm married and I've got a kid. I think I can handle an 18 rated video.
I'm married, got a kid.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Bloody London for you, right?
Sometimes you just think, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, who cares what people watch?
We've all done it. I mean, I used to borrow my brother's ID card. We've all watched videos we shouldn't have.
Yeah, and look
Yeah,
at
we
you.
all have.
The thing is, it's the law. You've got to draw the line somewhere. Sometimes it might not always seem to fit, but in the end, it's there to protect people. We've got a responsibility.
What a nerd.
I should know.
Just this, please.
There was
Hey,
loads
Studio
going
One.
on. I was in a hurry. She seemed old enough, and I sort of checked.
And now she's
Have
in
you got
prison.
ID? The lights have changed.
So I did ask. She seemed sensible, and she was in a hurry herself.
Don't worry, it's fine.
You're
There
holding
you
up
go.
traffic. Just give her the game.
Did you get that? Trading standards is my ID.
Oh, shit.
I got a criminal record for that. He said the only reason the fine wasn't more was because I did ask if she had ID. But it didn't matter that I was
Imagine
part-time,
getting a
and
criminal
it didn't matter
record
that
for
I'd only been
selling a
working there
game.
3 weeks.
Ah, yeah, you can't
The
come
only
into
thing
the
that mattered
country.
was that I shouldn't have
Got a
served
criminal
her.
record.
I should have checked, and when she didn't have ID, I should have said no.
And the fine. I can't afford that, and I'm a manager.
That actually
Criminal
does
record's
happen.
worse.
Affects everything. Career,
Fucking
credit
hell,
rating,
that's
makes it
sold the
difficult to
UK
get a
boy.
mortgage.
I'm gonna go to
Surely they
UK
go after
just
the company.
buy things.
They go after whoever's
And
responsible.
arrest everybody.
I served her, and I should have checked.
I
Simple
don't
as that.
show them ID. They go into prison.
No. If I had kids, right, I would not want them watching these kind of films.
I'm not gonna have kids. Too much like hard work.
Yeah, but when a kid
Hey, that's
comes
the
to
reason you ain't
video
gonna have
shop on
kids.
their own, you've got a responsibility. Because their parents aren't they, are they? You should want to look after them.
I mean, it's finally something that's tipped the UK over anything else.
Is it so bad watching a horror film or a sex film?
They're just
A
kids.
sex film.
So whether they like it or not, they don't necessarily know what's best.
So if a kid asks you for a cigarette, would you give it to them?
Oh, good, Sammy. Bless you. Have
Or
a good
bottle
shower.
of Jack
Have a
Daniels?
good
They might just want it.
No.
shit in the shower.
So you wouldn't give them alcohol.
Have a good
you wouldn't give
goon
them drugs,
sesh.
But you give them a
What are you
film
going to
full of
do?
sex
Make
and
sure
violence.
everything's clean for Pete's stream, otherwise he's not going to let you in. It just grouped together
But
watching a
game,
porno.
though, just a computer game.
That's a computer game, that's different, isn't it? That's just graphics.
Yeah, you know it's not real, don't you?
Yeah, but you still kill people in it, run them down, shoot them up.
Shoot them up.
Isn't it?
Actually, though, games are different to films because you play them over and over for hours and hours.
That's true. I don't stop. Play them again and again and again.
Oh my gosh. All that repeated killing is going to turn them into monsters. Why are you watching it like... It's just... Imagine being the one girl there. You got two guys on either side of you and you're both watching, all three of you watching a porno. That's hilarious. And wrong. Nobody watched any of that filth. One law. Flashback. Two rating systems. Let's watch people having it off. Like, even in this, one fling watching a porno together, which is kind of weird as it is. But it's even weirder to be like all huddled together on the same fucking couch. Like, why are you sharing the same couch to do it? If you're gonna do it, you think you sit in separate places as far away from each other as possible. Sex and nudity. Oh my god. I remember the Vietnam flashback, dog. One looking at the cupcakes. Six months in prison for selling a game to a kid. Getting up easy, I said. More than PG, get ID. What a good catchphrase.
The law protects children from underage smoking, driving, drinking and gambling. It also protects them from images of sex and violence.
I suppose part of our job is protecting children. Sometimes from themselves.
If you think they're underage, challenge them. For your sake and theirs. Have they got ID?
No, in the trading standards, inspectors are out there, regularly prosecuting staff who fail to ask for ID.
We never watched it. I worked for an electronics store and a DVD store. My time.
Job can be hard.
Never worked for a
Loads going
video game
on,
store.
needing
No
to be in
fairness.
5 places at once. But it's only one question.
I'm a mum. I'm a part-timer and I'd only been working there 3 weeks.
Now you're
I've
a
got criminal
prisoner.
record. What makes you think you won't be next?
It's simple.
She looks like a ringtone
It's
game.
more than PG. Get ID.
Well, that like hairstyle was stupidly popular in 2000. That would be like 2001. I'm assuming that video is from. But it was ridiculously popular back in the early 2000s. I knew a lot of people with that hairstyle of both genders. For a video game store? No, I never did. I tried to, and I didn't get the job. Because some dickhead, one of my mods, got the job instead. Piece of shit. But I worked at a DVD store. I like the fact that you had a free IC, that you had to have that many fucking layers to your store, that there's oops, there's my old one.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video.
This is only 2 minutes long. I don't know what it's going to be.
Videos to choose from in over 30
but then we've got something
different
completely
categories.
different to watch to
And
send
with
us
our
off.
new Blockbuster movie previews video, you can sample the excitement of up
They're
to
playing
50
fucking
Blockbuster
horror
videos
games behind
at a
you.
time.
Quick,
Absolutely free. While viewing at home, just use the rental reminder card we've included.
And that's
with
why I
previews
never got the
cassette
job.
To list the movies
No
you want to
manager had
rent
the
from
heart
their
for me.
categories. Keep it in your wallet next to your Blockbuster membership card. Then the next time you're at Blockbuster Video, the movies you've listed will be easy to remember and find. Just
Even
check the
today.
movies off as you rent them. It's Blockbuster Video's way of making it simple and convenient for you to be selective.
I
in
have
choosing
so many
movies
cards
for
in
your
my wallet.
entire family. Now, let
It's just crazy
Blockbuster
thinking of how many
Video
cards we
sneak
need to
you
put on
into the
a
movies.
Blockbuster card, a special Blockbuster card.
Blockbuster Video, one of the largest video superstore chains in the country, offering you a Blockbuster
So I've got like
selection
bus
of over
cards, bank cards,
10,000
I've got
videos
multiple
in
bank
over
cards,
30
credit
categories,
card,
and the membership's always free.
supermarket card. What else do I have? I actually have my public transport card from Japan in there. I probably could lose that or take it out. I do have an EB Games card. I've got free bank cards. No.
For those special
Yeah,
movies
free
that
bank
you want
cards,
to
I
retain
think.
permanently in your
ID
videotape
card
library,
or driver's license.
Blockbuster Video is your superstore. We have
What else do I have in there?
The latest, the biggest, and
Well,
the
it's not
best
here, so I can't
movies for
check. I
sale
can't
at
remember what else.
special Blockbuster
Mine's like
prices.
bursting at the
For
seams
either
because I've got so many
rentals or sales,
fucking cards in it.
Blockbuster Video is the hottest movie ticket in town. Blockbuster Video
Bank card,
offers a
Tisco
great
card. So yeah,
selection of
I've got a
kids'
New World
videos, as well
one,
as a
bus pass,
youth-restricted
bank card,
viewing program that labels
EB World
movies
card,
inappropriate for
which
viewers
is
under 17,
video game store,
and provides computerized enforcement.
credit
You
card.
decide what kind of videos you want your children to watch, and Blockbuster
I'm trying to think of what else I
Video
got.
enforces
Driver's
your
license.
wishes. Blockbuster Video sincerely hopes that this volume of our movie previews video has
Yeah, I
been
can't remember.
helpful in
I
selecting
can't
just
remember.
the right videos for every member of your family. All we ask
I'm
is
sure
you
I'm missing
return it
something.
as soon as you've written down the movies you want to rent, so other families can use it as you have. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, so as I said, we're gonna watch something completely different now. I don't know how to describe it other than it is very, very different. It is a spooky video. I'm trying to think of like, do I hold up on this? Because it's so out of theme and it's really, really cool. It's a creepy video. It's very, very cool. I kind of would like more peeps to be here. That's the only thing that's putting me off doing it, because I want to show it off. I think it's really, 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 really well done. I guess promote it as a VOD, I don't know. I've hyped it up now. I feel obligated to. We're going to fucking watch it. But yeah, I came across this video. Somebody did a react video to it. I think they've done the react videos like years and years old, but I only discovered the video yesterday, day before, and thought, fuck, this is really, really cool. So fuck it, we're gonna watch it. We need to fix this a bit. We're gonna move my head. Oh, that's not my head. Move me up here. Move this somewhere up here as well, just so you can see the subtitles. The sound of the wind woke me up in the middle of the night. A typhoon is in Japan. This is my room. The tenement mats are incredibly damaged. Tonight, I want to introduce my house. This is the longest hallway in my house. Nice place, yeah, it's very cute. This is the inner doorway. It is very Alan tutorial. This is the altar and ancestors. This is a picture from around the time of World War II. When I open this for seat, it's like a door, it's another hallway. The right room is the door room. Right room is door room, rather. This room is closed up by my grandfather. This is a picture of my mother when she was a child. This is my great-grandmother. This is all legit in terms of like everything you see is real. When I turn left at the end, there's another hallway. This is a bathroom. A hair sutra. My grandfather is always listening to a sutra from the radio. The wall peels off from the ceiling when it rains. Why don't you get it fixed? This is the longest hallway in my house. A typhoon is in Japan. This is my room. I did admit it's like terribly damaged. Didn't you say that already? And open this for Sama sliding door. There's another hallway. This is a picture from around this Humboldt. More than Alan Tutorial, this is very, very PT. This room was closed up by my grandfather. When I turn left, at the end there's another hallway. Just the looping hallways, the repeated information. This is the longest hallway in my house. I don't know if you notice, this room was closed by my grandfather. Even though it started off quite dilapidated, it gets more and more dilapidated as he goes around. I open it for Sama's sliding door, there's another hallway. The roof leaks. The wall peels from the ceiling when it rains. When I turn left at the end, there's another hallway. It feels like there's gonna be a jump scare at any time. This is bathroom. I mean, it's basically fucking PT, isn't it? Speak to me, they're like a crying baby in the sink. Yeah, a rat nest above the ceiling. This is the longest hallway in my house. Why does he live in? Why not? Look at it. It's nice. You've got a long hallway. When I open this for some sort of door, there's another hallway. This room is dress room. There's a lot of dress from my grandma. Oh my god, is that blood? My grandmother is not here. Holes eaten by insects turned black like bloodstains. Oh yeah, just like bloodstains. They're not bloodstains. It's just holes. This is grandmother's mannequin. This is doll room. I just saw that Pete's gone live. He's like, quick, X, alt tab out of this. Don't want to watch this. Alt tab out. The Tommy mat's terribly damaged. The door has been left there for decades. There's a creepy sound in the background. The wall peels off on the ceiling when it rains. This is my great-grandmother and great-grandfather. Oh, they're cute. And I turn left at the end, there's another hallway. The wheel peels from the ceiling when it rains. open this Masali door. There's another hallway. There's a picture of my mother when she was a child. Does this guy live in a time loop? He lives in the PT house from Silent Hills. This house was made by Hideo Kojima. That's who left at the end. There's no hallway. I definitely need to get a new chair. This one's wobbling way too much. This is the longest hallway in my house. This is the inner door room. Wasn't that closed before? No one's been in this room for a very long time. You said it was closed by your grandfather. Why is it open now? These doors are rotten. The press door is rotten too. My grandmother's not here. This is altar and ancestors. I've been this for cement sliding doors. And as you lift at the end, there's another hallway. This is the longest hallway in my house. This is my grandmother's bedroom. This room has no taste. What a terrible thing to say about your grandmother. This is grandmother's shoes. Oh, nice. She has nice taste. Sitting is rotten and falling away. Fucking creepy body-looking thing in the bed. The Minnie Mouse turd. Yeah, Minnie Mouse turd. Should vacuum in place once in a bit, you think? My grandfather's not here. It's just changed. A hair suture. My grandfather's always listened to suture on from the radio. The doll room locked back up again? There's sort of jump into slight spoilers. There's a making of video for this. This is obviously, if you can't tell, this is not legit in terms of an actual house. It's a set. But it's a making of video. There's the baby in the sink. It must have been inspired by PT. Just look at it. My grandfather is here. But he is just looping around. Things are getting changed really, really quickly. It's like the place is getting covered up. The door's covered up a bit more now. The place rots more as he goes around. Like, see, it's all covered up. Now, this is all done with paper. It's been sprayed with water, then gives it like this weird red glow to it. It's literally just paper. It's so fucking cool. So I've just had to show it up. Sound of Wind woke me up in the middle. A typhoon is in Japan. Sitting in this room in the falling away. It's just so creepy looking. Rat nest above the ceiling. And all these like things like the body in the bed, the body in the bathtub. That's been in this room for a very long time. And just repeating dialogue that slightly changes. This is my room. The typhoon is in Japan. You can kind of tell it's paper on the fan. looks a bit more like his paper. Sweet dreams. That's it. That's it. No jump scare, which is what I kind of like about it as well. Like, it just builds up, builds up, and builds up. I've sort of wanted to do something like that for a long time, or something that feels like there's going to be a jump scare any second and just builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up. Because, like, horror is tension and release, but without that release, it sort of feels almost more unnerving in some ways. Anyway. We're going to repeat. I'm sure most of the people here are there already. But thanks very much for hanging out with me today. Richie, Palmo, V, TTD, Pete, Richie, V, Richie, Pete, Sammy, Kizza, TJD. Who else I thought of? Creep for the Ray, Creep for hanging out, Elk for hanging out. Everybody else, people I've forgotten, absolutely. Cheers for hanging out, for making this fun. It wasn't as much as I wanted to be. But DW's going to tell us to fucking leave.
Can I ask you a question? Sure. Anything. Why don't you go back to your own house and stop bothering us?
Echo. I know what it echoed. I thought it fixed that. There we go. 2 seconds. Okay, that should be fixed in the future. We're going to repeat. Thanks for hanging out. Go say hi to Pete if you need to piss off. I understand. It is a bit much from going from one stream to another, particularly as I've been streaming for 3.5 hours and Pete's going to stream for probably about 6 hours or however long he streams for. So I understand if you need to leave and do other stuff. I'm going to leave and do other stuff, so I'm not going to be hanging there for too long. I'll just drop in and say hi. I need to go off and get lunch. And need to go for a walk and some other things. But enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, have fun, and bye, 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 bye.